To Arsenal now, Frida Marnham again inside there looking for a second goal. Oh, she's got a second goal. That seals it. Frida Marnham again. Sorry, you wouldn't have heard any of that, would you? Because I've been on mute all that time. I do apologise. Terry says there's no sound. I think I muted myself. I should be all right now. I will just run through the teams again then, just in case you missed all that while I was on mute. So it's Sabrina D'Angelo in goal for Arsenal, Laura Wainwright, Lotta Wooben-Moy, Rafaela Souza, Katie McCabe. That's your back four. In midfield, Kim Little, the captain, Leah Williamson and Frida Marnham. And then the front three, Catherine Cool, Caitlin Ford and Victoria Palova. So a few changes there for Arsenal tonight, especially in the front three. We're not sure whether it's going to be Victoria Palova playing as a centre forward or Caitlin Ford. They could obviously interchange their positions as well, and it's possible that Frida Marnham could be playing more in the front three with Catherine Cole maybe dropping back into midfield a little bit. So that could be how we line up there. I'm not 100% sure exactly how that's going to work as yet, but that's the Arsenal team. I say a few changes. Let me know what you think of the team, and also put in your score predictions, please, in the chat. Let me know exactly how you feel this game might go tonight. An opportunity to get through to a final, of course, a cup final. You can't turn away those opportunities. They don't come around all the time, do they? And we need to win a trophy. Let's be honest, we haven't won enough trophies, have we, over the last recent years? So we definitely need to put ourselves back in the running again. Herman says I have very weak sound. Do you? Let me just check what's happening with the sound. And there seems to be some sort of issue going on with the sound. I'm not quite sure why. I will check into that before the game gets underway for you. If anyone else has got any problems with the sound, please let me know. Because obviously I don't really want to be chatting away and you can't really hear me because it's almost he says finally it's okay now. Oh good, I'm glad it's okay now. That's what we like to hear. So I say it's going to be a difficult game tonight, isn't it? Get your score predictions in and see what we're all thinking. I think it's going to be a tough game. Man City have gone pretty strong with their lineup, haven't they? Let's be honest. And Arsenal have, I wouldn't say we've got a weak team. We've got a very strong team, but it's a different team, isn't it, to how we've been lining up maybe in recent games. Let me just check the sound. And Arsenal, I wouldn't say we've got a weak. Oh yeah, no, the sound's fine. I was just listening to it on my phone. So I think it's going to be a tough game tonight, isn't it? Let me know what you think about about the lineup. Let me know what your score predictions are. I'm going to say that we'll win. Of course, I'm going to say that we'll win. I wouldn't really say anything else, would I? I think it's going to be a difficult game, but I think we may just come out on top. We've got a strong bench that may prove to be crucial in the end. Get some of the subs on, and maybe they can turn the game in our favour. So I am going to go for a 2-1 Arsenal victory. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully we can be celebrating being in a cup final. In March it's at Crystal Palace in Selhurst Park, so it's going to be a good opportunity to get through to the final, isn't it? And I say win a trophy that we've not won. We've not won a trophy, have we, since 2019? So it's time we did, and it'd be good for Jonas, wouldn't it, to get his first ever trophy with Arsenal in only his second season, which would be pretty good, wouldn't it? So that's what we need to do. We've got getting in the chat there says, let's go indeed. Let's go indeed. Let's go and let's have it. Herman says, finally okay. Terry says, sounds fine. I'll go okay. As long as we're all okay with the sound, that's what we want, isn't it? Terry says, I thought we would have gone a lot stronger than we have. Did say 3-1, but we are struggling to score goals lately. Herman says, that's also my prediction, 2-1. No, it's good to hear. Let me know what you guys think. I was a bit more confident before I saw the team lineup. Not that it's a weak team, let's be honest. It's a very, very good team. I'm just a little bit concerned the front three haven't really played together before. Certainly not against opposition like this. I mean, they played against Leeds, didn't they? But slightly different opposition tonight, of course. But yeah, it's an opportunity for Katarina Kuhl and for Victoria Pelova, isn't it, to really stake their claim for a more regular place in the team. But we do have very, very strong bench, don't we? You know, we've got Leah Walty on the bench, of course, she's fine now, back fit again. Noel Moritz, Lena Herzig, Stina, of course, as well. Michelle Aubameyang, I keep calling her Aubameyang, sorry, it's Aubameyang as well. She got herself a goal, didn't she, on her last appearance? So let's hope that we can obviously win this game, go through to the final, because that would be amazing, wouldn't it, to be in a cup final this early in the season. So give us the opportunity and give Jonas the opportunity to get his first trophy for us, which will be amazing, wouldn't it? So let's see how that goes. Herman says there it will be the willpower to win. Well, let's hope so. Yeah, I mean we need to score some goals, don't we? We know what happened, obviously, at the weekend against West Ham, where we dominated the game for pretty much, all of the 90 minutes. And we just couldn't get the goal, could we? Missed a lot of chances. And today, we're not going to get as many chances as that, are we? We can't expect to get 50 chances against a team like Manchester City. So we're going to have to be a lot more clinical, aren't we, with our finishing tonight if we're going to win this game, and I'm sure that we will. El Nino says there, I think Jonas will be sacked next summer. Well, I don't know about that. I don't necessarily think so. I think if we win a trophy or two this season, I'm sure he won't be sacked. But I think he's done a good job. He's had to rebuild the team, hasn't he? Let's be honest. It's been a lot of changes, players in and out over the last year or so since he's been at the club. So I do think that it's going to take time for it all to gel. We've bought some good players in January. They need more time on the pitch, obviously. But I'm not too concerned about Jonas. I think Jonas is doing a fine job, and I'm sure that he will be successful given the time and the resources which he seems to be given. So I'm looking forward to this game tonight. Looking forward to the rest of the season. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit of silverware to show for ourselves come May, or maybe even before May if we win this. Get there, says Arsenal 1, Man City. No, that'd be perfectly fine, wouldn't it? 1-0. I just feel Man City have got goals in this team, haven't they? Obviously, Khadija Shaw, we know how dangerous she is. She scored 17 goals this season in all competitions, and she did score, of course, against us on our last meeting, which was, of course, at the Academy Stadium back in January, the game that we drew 1-1. So she's going to be the big danger, obviously. We know that. And we're not scoring enough goals, are we, at this moment in time, which is a worry. But anyway, this is a different game. Herman says that West Ham game was very good. Sometimes it's not always will go our way. No, I mean, I thought we played well. I agree with you. I thought it was a good performance from Arsenal. We just couldn't get the goal, could we? And had we scored in that game at some point early in the second half, we'd have probably won 2 or 3-0, and everyone would have said what a fantastic performance it was. But because the goal didn't go in, it's definitely 2 points dropped. But I thought the performance was good, so I'm not concerned about how we're playing. We played well against Chelsea. We dropped points, didn't we, at the very end of that game? So I'm not concerned about how we're playing. I'm more focused on just trying to. We just need to be more clinical in front of goal. It has been a problem this season, actually. Man City have been finding goals easier to come by than us. They've had some big wins this season, and obviously I say they've got Khadija Shaw, who's just in amazing form, isn't she? This season, 17 goals for her. So, but yeah, I'm not overly concerned with how we're playing. Obviously, we need to win on Saturday as well, don't we? Against Man City, of course, in the WSL. We need to get this game done first. It's a cup final. Big opportunity for Arsenal to, you can't get too many cup finals in your career, can you? Some of these players have played in a few for Arsenal, some not so many. So it'd be nice to get there, wouldn't it? Getting it says that the title race is gone. No, of course it's not gone. We're 5 points behind, aren't we? With a game in hand. Should we win our game in hand, that's just 2 points. Chelsea can easily draw a game. We've still got to play them again, and we can go there and win. We've got to play them in the FA Cup as well. It's definitely not gone. It's more difficult now than it was, of course. Obviously, it's more difficult. Dropping those 2 points, but equally we're still right in that title race and certainly not giving up yet. The teams are just coming out, actually. Arsenal led out by captain Kim Little, of course. She is been such a great player for us, hasn't she, over a number of years. Arsenal in a home kit, of course, red shirts with white sleeves, white shorts and red socks. Got nice light blue tracksuit jackets on at this moment in time. Manchester City will be in their change strip. I think they've got white shirts. You can't see because they've got light blue tracksuit tops on as well at the moment, with purple clarity shorts and light blue socks as well. Is that a light blue top they'll be wearing? I'm not sure. It looks like they're away shorts, doesn't it? So anyway, we'll soon find out when they take their tracksuit jackets off. Herman says that's the key, clinical in front of goal. Yeah, 100% it is. That's what we need to be more clinical, don't we? Because we're certainly creating opportunities. And getting it says there we need a striker like Russo. Would have been nice to have had a striker like Russo. We did try and get her. Maybe in the summer we will. I'm happy with Stina, but we do need backup as well. And we're seeing tonight Stina's not playing, so we'll see whoever's playing up front, if it is going to be Palova or Caitlin Ford through the middle. Let's see if they can provide us with the goals that we so desperately need. For Manchester City, of course, it's good to see the Euros hero, isn't it? Chloe Kelly in the team for them tonight. Let's hope that she doesn't score. Of course, she has scored in the last 2 games. But so it's good to see her anyway. Now, obviously, we're one of the heroes from the summer. And, of course, Lauren Hemp as well. 2 players that was so important, wasn't they, to England winning that competition. Of course, Alex Greenwood played her part as well. So there's a few Manchester City players in the team tonight that featured in that big win. Yeah, Manchester City Artifacts in their home kit, their home shirts, the light blue kit. Just a little thing about the Arsenal team tonight. We've got 10 different nationalities in our starting 11. Which I don't know if that's a record. It may well be. The different nationalities, obviously, Sabrina D'Angelo is a Canadian, Laura Wainwright is Austrian, Lotta Wubben-Moy, of course, is English, Rafaela Souza, Brazilian, Katie McCabe is, of course, Irish, Kim Little, Scottish, Leah Williamson, English as well. That's the only nation that's repeated. Frida Marnham's Norwegian. Katarina Kuhl is Danish. Caitlin Ford, of course, is Australian. And Victoria Palova, of course, is Dutch. So that is 10 different nationalities, which is unusual, isn't it? And that's the way it is. We've got two Swiss, 2 Swedes on the bench. Of course, 2 Australians as well, an American, another Scot in Jem Beattie, and, of course, Michelle Abimang, who, of course, is English. So very mixed bag for Arsenal tonight. Terry says, I'm liking Jonas is doing at Arsenal, playing good football. Plus was missing Leah, Rafa and Kim for a while. Massive loss with Viva Mido missing. That's a lot of goals and players. No, exactly. I think we need to bear that in mind, don't we? That it's 2 of our key players have been missing. They're going to be missing for the rest of the season. Anyway, we are about to kick off. Arsenal are going to be attacking the goal to our right in this first half, which is the south end at Meadow Park, for those familiar with the stadium. And it says Arsenal in the red shirts and white sleeves are going to be kicking off this game. Caitlin Ford looks as though she's going to be playing through the centre, as we maybe assume that she would, with Victoria Palova and Catherine Kuhl either side of her. So this is the semi-final of the Continental Cup. Arsenal against the holders, Manchester City. Can we get through? We did win against Manchester City 5-0 here last season in the league. Of course, there was a very injury-hit Manchester City team on that particular occasion. But there's nothing to fear here tonight. We've got a good side. We've got some very, very good players, and I'm sure we can get through. But it's going to be a really, really tough game. We are just about ready to start. Not quite sure what the delay is. I know it's an early kickoff tonight, but we are just about to get off and underway. I say Caitlin Ford is going to be taking the kickoff for Arsenal, and we are attacking the goal to our right, as I said, in this first half. Herman says there, what's the temperature over there? Well, it's sort of normal degrees, really. I'll just check. It says 7 degrees at the moment. It feels a bit colder because it's very windy, but It's not nowhere near as cold as it was a couple of weeks ago. Now, we are off and underway this big semi-final here at Meadow Park. Arsenal straight away in possession. Leah Williamson plays the ball back to Lotta Wooben-Moy just outside the Arsenal penalty area away to our left-hand side. And Arsenal just looking to get some early possession here. Laura Wainwright plays the ball forward to Katarina Kuhl. Just has a little loose first touch there, but she does keep possession, finds Kim Little. That's what she did when she came on in the quarterfinal against Aston Villa, wasn't it? She was a bit shaky for 5 minutes and then was brilliant. Katie McCabe then plays that ball forward, looking for the run in behind there of Victoria Palova, but it was the Manchester City defender, Alana Kennedy, of course, former Tottenham player, who got to that ball first. Man City now just playing it back to goalkeeper Sandy MacGyver, just called up for the England squad, of course, for the Arnold Clark Cup, along with some of her teammates, and of course a couple of the Arsenal girls as well, of course, as we know, Lotta and Leah Williamson, both in the England squad for those upcoming games. Terry says 5 degrees. I think, very similar to what we've got. It might feel warmer over where you are, because we've got very, very strong wind today. It's due to be windy for the next couple of days, actually. Although the temperatures are pretty mild for this time of year, for honest. Early February, we expect it to be colder. Anyway, Leah Williamson's clearance there. It wasn't a great clearance, actually, but Arsenal have won a throw-in. Leah seems to be playing quite deep. I don't think we're necessarily playing with 3 centre-backs, but she's very, very deep, Leah Williamson. Almost just sitting in front of that back four. Maybe that's a tactic to try to deal with the threat of Bunny Shaw running in behind. It's what she's so good at. And maybe that's why Leah Williamson is in that very, very deep position. Anyway, Man City are now in possession with Kasparis over on that far side. Now it's with Chloe Kelly, the Euro hero, plays the ball forward. Manchester City have got their first real spell of possession, but that wasn't a great ball. Arsenal picked it up there with Victoria Palova. But Arsenal giving it away. Rafaela Souz, that was a really poor ball. And suddenly now we've put ourselves under pressure. Not a great bit of play there from the Brazilian. And now Chloe Kelly again over on that far side. Puts the ball into the near post. Good defending there from Lotta Wooben-Moy. Stepped in, put it behind her. It's a corner to Manchester City, who have started this game pretty well. Arsenal looks a little bit nervy here. Good cross there from Chloe Kelly, looking for the run in of Castellanos there, but it was put behind by Lotta Wooben-Moy. It's a corner though to Manchester City over on the far side. Chloe Kelly's going to take it. Looks as though she was going to play it short. Changed her mind because the actual corner flag got in the way, but she does play it short now. Manchester City now looking to try to get the ball into the box. They've got a lot of body still in there. Cross comes in now at the near post. It's flicked on. It's played back into the box again, but Arsenal do clear it away this time. Again, not very convincing that from Katie McCabe, I think that was. And Man City are back in possession over on the far side with Chloe Kelly again. She does a lot of the ball in these early stages. That cross, though, is blocked well by Katie McCabe. It is going to be a throw to Manchester City over on that far side. Chloe Kelly takes it again. Man City have started this game well, but Arsenal in there with Frida Marnham wins the ball back, but it is a throw again to Manchester City in line with the Arsenal penalty area on their right-hand side. The ball goes back to Chloe Kelly again. Manchester City on the attack, looking to try and get the ball in the box again. Can they? Instead, it goes back to Alana Kennedy, and now she plays it across to Alex Greenwood into midfield, gets it back again off Lauren Hemp. Now it's with Castellanos, where's she from, actually, Castellanos? I thought she was Spanish, but I'm not sure if she is. Anyway, she's got the ball again, Castellanos, on this near side. She plays it back again to Alex Greenwood. Man City certainly in control of the possession in these early stages. We've played nearly 4 minutes and Arsenal haven't really got out of their half yet. That's how strong this Manchester City start has been. And they're in possession now with Alana Kennedy, the Australian, brings the ball forward, pops it in to midfield. It's just laid off there by Angel Dahl. Angel Dahl gets it back again. This is a good play, actually, from Manchester City. They're certainly on top in this early stages. Angel Dahl tried to thread the ball through. They're looking for the run of Bunny Shaw. It was cut out. But Manchester City now, Alana Kennedy does really well there. Plays the ball out to that far side to Chloe Kelly. Man City, the dominant team in these early stages. Arsenal looking very nervous. A cross comes in. D'Angelo's there with a punch, actually, and she did pretty well there. It maybe looked as though she could have perhaps caught that, but she elected to punch. It was a good punch. And now maybe Arsenal can come forward over on that far side. Katie McCabe then battles with Chloe Kelly, gets past Kelly, plays the ball into midfield, into Katarina Kuhl. There's Laura Wainwright, and now she's gone clean for on goal. Laura Wainwright on the edge of the penalty. Is this going to be the early goal? Oh, good save from MacGyver there. Not maybe the player you want to see in that position, Laura Wainwright. It's a good break, though, from Arsenal. Our first attack, a lovely ball played through from Catherine Call there. Laura Wainwright got inside the penalty area. Maybe lacked a little bit of conviction. It was on target. It was a decent save with her knee actually there from Sandy MacGyver. Nearly an opportunity there for Arsenal to get an early lead after what, just 5 minutes. Our first attack there, really swift counter-attack it was. Good football that was from Arsenal. And Laura Wainwright at the right back found herself in the centre-forward position. Shame she couldn't finish like a centre-forward, but it is a corner though to Arsenal over on that far side, Arsenal's left. Katie McCabe with it, goes towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's missed by everybody. It comes all the way through to Caitlin Ford, but she miskicked her shot. And it's going to run harmlessly into the arms of Sandy MacGyver. That was much better from Arsenal, though. What a great counter-attack that was. Had that ball been maybe played through to Caitlin Ford or one of the more natural finishers, Kim Little or somebody like that, we may well, Frida even, of course, may well have expected a goal there. But it was a great run from Laura. Just the finish lacked. It was a finish of a right back, let's be honest. It was a defender's finish, but she did make a great run. Terry says, great pass from Frida. Every pass Frida made. It was Catherine Call who played that pass through then just then for that chance, actually. It was Catherine Call in midfield. It was a lovely ball. And yeah, Laura maybe could have done better, but anyway, it was a good attack from Arsenal, and hopefully we can settle down now, because it's been a difficult start to this game. It's been all Manchester City, but we had the opportunity there to go in front, which could really have been a crucial moment in this game. An early lead for Arsenal would really put us in a very strong position, wouldn't it, to go on and get to the final. But we shall see what happens. Anyway, Manchester City now trying to come forward over on that far side, but Katie McCabe does well, but it's going to be a throw to City. The holders, of course, they beat Chelsea in that final, didn't they, last season? They came from behind, didn't they, to win that game? Not often Chelsea throw away a lead, but they did in that final. Man City played really well that night and fully deserved to win that game. So they're going to want to hold on to this trophy, aren't they? And we need a trophy, don't we? I say we haven't won one for a while. We haven't won this trophy since 2018, wasn't it? Last time we won this. In fact, we beat Manchester City in the final that year, didn't we? Anyway, we're going to try and beat Manchester City tonight in the semi-final. And we have had the game's biggest chance so far with Laura Wainwright, who's battling away with Lauren Hemp. You remember that game at the opening game of the Euros at Old Trafford, the game that we were at? Laura and Lauren Hemp had a really big battle that night, didn't they? And I thought Laura Wainwright came out on top on that particular night. Although England did win that game 1-0. Anyway, Bunny Shaw's got an injury problem here, and she's getting some treatment on the pitch. It doesn't look good for her. She looks in quite a lot of pain. I'm not quite sure what's happened to her, but she's gone down and she's now receiving some treatment on the pitch. They're going to maybe show it again now. What actually happened? Oh, she got the ball in her face. That's what happened to her. The ball was just kicked in her face. It was a clearance from Lotte Wubben-Moy just a moment ago. So she's going to be fine, I would have thought. You know, it's a bit sore. It's going to be painful. She was quite close to it. And she's getting some treatment, but I'm sure she's going to be fine. Terry says, this is much better from us now. Exactly, yeah. Herman says, good for Laura. Yeah, no, it was good from Laura, but, you know, it's just needed a little bit more conviction in her finish. But that's been our Arsenal's problem. You know, the way we've been playing recently, the chance we've been missing, there's no guarantee that anybody else who had been in that position would have scored either. But it was a lovely move, a lovely ball from Katarina Cole. That's what she's really good at. What a run it was from Laura. Just a shame she couldn't pop that ball into the far corner, which is what she tried to do. But it was a decent save from Sandy MacGyver, you have to say. Give the goalkeeper credit as well. Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal. There was a foul on Laura there by Lauren Hemp. I say those two renewing that battle that happened in the summer in what was a very nervy England victory, if you remember the opening game of the Euros. Anyway, Arsenal back in possession now with Frida Minor, who seems to be playing a lot deeper in the early stages of this game. Maybe this is our tactic to set up a little bit deeper and try to play on that counter-attack running in behind. And it nearly worked because we almost got the goal. Terry says there, I would have just smashed it. Yeah, I don't know what I would have done in that circumstance. I'd have hoped I would have scored. It's easy to say that from sitting here watching it, I guess. But I'd have maybe tried to hit it a bit harder. She tried to sort of place it in a corner. Anyway, also coming forward again, this is much better now. Katarina Cole, a lovely little flick. And again, Laura's got a little bit of space on this near side. Laura Wainwright, so she's not clean for on goal this time. That's a good ball forward, looking for the run of Victoria Palova. Good covering though by Alex Greenwood. He's going to be a throw though to Arsenal on this near side. Arsenal have really settled down. Terry says a shot. I mean, no, I know what you meant, in case anybody was thinking anything different. Yeah, I mean, it was a big opportunity, but it just goes to show we can get in behind this Man City defence if we get the opportunity to do that, and I'm sure we will. It's a throw now. Laura Wainwright is going to take this throw up this near side. She gets the ball back actually off Lauren Hemp, and now she's trying to thread the ball through, looking for Kim Little, but Man City are getting a counter-attack of their own now. Khadija Shaw inside the centre circle, plays out to the far side. This is good play from Manchester City, but Katie McCabe's in there quickly to take the ball off Kasparij. There, the Dutch defender, and Arsenal back in possession now with Lotta Woober-Moy. It almost is a free at the back, actually. Maybe I'm just starting to realise now, maybe that's why Laura was so far forward, because it looks as though we are playing a free at the back with Leah Williamson, Lotta Woober-Moy, and Rafaela Souza as a three. So Laura Wainwrighter and Katie McCabe are pushing on, and that was how Laura found herself in that rather unusual position of being one-on-one with the goalkeeper. This sort of a different system, maybe to try to counteract Manchester City's strengths. Jonas spoke about that, didn't he, in his press conference before the game, didn't he, about looking at the other team's strengths and trying to nullify that as well. And that seems to be what he's done with this lineup tonight, because it's certainly a different looking formation, isn't it? It's almost like a 3-5-2 almost. Anyway, Man City now are coming forward. Lauren Hemp on this near side. She's got in behind Laura, tried to chip the ball over. Sabrina D'Angelo was briefly off her line, but it lacked conviction as well. And Sabrina there was able to grab the ball without too many problems. And another chance there goes begging in this game. But again, that was a good ball over the top there. Lauren Hemp, got in the wrong side of Laura there. But I don't know if that was meant to be a cross or a shot. Either way, it was quite comfortable for Sabrina. And Arsenal now in possession again. Kim Little over on that far side plays it back to Rafaela Souza, and she goes back to Lotta Woober-Moy. So Arsenal with a three centre-backs playing a wing-back system tonight. At this early stage, we may well change it as the game goes on, but certainly at the moment, that's the way we're playing. And that's what led to that early chance for Laura down this near side. Anyway, the ball is now back with the Manchester City goalkeeper, Sandy MacGyver, wearing all orange tonight. Just inside the Man City penalty area, kicks it away. That's not a very good clearance. Goes straight to Laura Wainwrighter, and suddenly Arsenal now might have an opportunity. Caitlin Ford just on the edge of the Man City penalty area, turns and twists away from the defender, does well. The Australian, that's a good ball as well. Finds Laura inside the penalty area, plays it back to Victoria Palova. Back with Laura Wainwrighter again now. Leah Williamson shaped to cross it there. Lauren Hemp read that, so she cut back inside. Leah Williamson, those two know each other very well, don't they? From the summer spent together, winning big trophies. And both of these two clubs tonight are going to be looking to try and win a trophy this season as well. And this is a big opportunity for both clubs, isn't it? Anyway, Man City now picked the ball up over on that far side. Good play there from Rafaela Souza that time. And now Katie McCabe can bring the ball forward for Arsenal over on that far side. Arsenal's left, threads the ball through, looking for the runner, Caitlin Ford. Good defending actually there from Manchester City. I think it was Philippe Angel Dahl. And now ball's played forward. This game's quite open now. Chloe Kelly on this near side. Catherine calls across, but Chloe Kelly's got past her too easily. Cross towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away by Frida Marner, who's also very deep. We're almost playing with 5 defenders at times in this game when Man City come forward. Is that going to prove to be a good decision by Jonas? Or maybe he's trying to confuse everybody ahead of the league meeting between these two sides at the weekend, maybe. But Frida Marnham, they're doing good defensive work. Anyway, Rafaela Souza steps in there for Arsenal there from that Man City throw. Kim Little now in midfield for Arsenal, plays it square. Leah Williamson on this near side plays the ball forward into Victoria Palova, who does well there against Chloe Kelly, finds Laura Wainwrighter, and the ball goes out off Lauren Hemp. It is going to be a throw to Arsenal. Laura Wainwrighter finds Leah Williamson with that set piece. Now it's back with Lotta Woober-Moy. Playing well, Lotta Woober-Moy this season. She's been called up for the England squad as well. Big week for her. And fully deserved as well for her performances this season. She's been brilliant, as to be said. Anyway, she's just got the ball back there to Sabrina D'Angelo, who's had a pretty good start to her Arsenal career, let's be honest. A few appearances that she's made, she's looked really, really good. And she's looked pretty solid so far tonight as well. Rafaela Souza there does well over on that far side, put on a bit of pressure there, but she did well, managed to get the ball away. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on that left-hand side, which Rafaela Souza is going to take herself, actually, the Brazilian. What a great signing she's proved to be, actually, for Arsenal. Brilliant, brilliant season she had last year, despite the injuries. And since she's been back from her injury this season, she's been quite magnificent again. Terry says, a lot of Woober Moy is playing with a lot of confidence. Yes, she is. She's been playing really well. And maybe that's almost why he sort of changed Leah Williamson's position a little bit, Jonas, so that he can keep Lotta Woober Moy in the side, because she deserves to keep her place. She's been playing well, but, you know, I think if we're playing a sort of 4 at the back, obviously Rafaela and Leah Williamson are the strongest pair that we've got. There's no doubt about that. But Lotta certainly has never let us down, and she's having a good season, without a doubt. Anyway, Sandy MacGyver again with a little bit of a loose clearance, actually, but Lauren Hemp wins it, but not for long. Frida Marnham's taking it off. Lauren Hemp, Frida Marnham over on this near side, inside the penalty. Drills the ball across the near post, almost touched in by Caitlin Ford. It's come all the way across, though, to Katie McCabe, who was fouled. Was she over on that far side? She was. It is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. That was brilliant from the player of the moment, Frida Marnham, over on this near side. She pinched the ball off Lauren Hemp, made a great run down this near side, drilled a low cross into the near post. Caitlin Ford was trying to get on the end of it, couldn't quite get a touch, and it went all the way across to Katie McCabe. Isn't that a free kick, though, to Arsenal over on that far side, in line with the sort of 6-yard box, perhaps, over on that, right over on that far side. So it's not a shooting opportunity, but it's certainly an opportunity to get a cross into the box. We've got lots of bodies in there. Actually, we've got Catherine Cole, Caitlin Ford. It's going to be Frida Marnham with this set piece. Leah Williams was in there as well. She's not scored for a while, but she did score against Manchester City here last season in the WSL, that 5-0 victory. So maybe she's going to get a goal again. Frida Marnham drills it into the near post. It's gone into the side netting. Did it get a deflection? The referee says no. Frida is convinced it did. She wants to hope it did, because it wasn't a very good free kick if it didn't. It was straight into the side netting. The referee has given a goal kick. We've played 16 minutes here at Meadow Park, and it's been quite an open game, actually, although there's only really been one really big chance. That was Laura's after about 5 minutes when she ran through a very square Manchester City defence, but good save from Sandy MacGyver. The ball there, there's a little bit of head tennis going on in the middle of the pitch. But Frida Marnham comes away with the ball, as she's done so often this season. What a fantastic season she is having. It's a season that, for those of us old enough to remember, in the men's team, the year that we won the double in 1998, when Dennis Bergkamp, everything he hit was just going in. He was running everything, and that's the sort of season that Frida Marnham's having this season. Anyway, ball over the top, looking for the run in there of Caitlin Ford, just too much for her to get hold of there, and it has run through to Sandy MacGyver. But yeah, Frida Marnham is having the season of her life, isn't she? What a fantastic football player she's proving to be. Another great signing from Jonas, you have to say, and he's made quite a few, hasn't he? You know, Rafaela Souza we mentioned, Laura Wainwriter as well, Stina. He's made some good signings in the last sort of year and a bit, and long may that continue. Anyway, that's a long ball forward from Manchester City. There's no Manchester City player there. Lots of Woober Moy, in fact, it is, tidies it up, finds Rafaela Souza. She goes back to goalkeeper Sabrina D'Angelo. Could prove to be another big signing from Jonas, couldn't she? The Canadian, looking very, very solid in goal for Arsenal. Laura then tries to flick the ball on, but it came out off Alexandru for Manchester City. Is a throw to Arsenal. Leah Williamson now in possession. We've played 18.5 minutes. Leah Williamson switches to play from right to left, finds Katie McCabe over on that far side, just in front of the dugouts at Meadow Park. Plays the ball back now to Rafaela Souza. That's with Lotta Woober Moy. Gets the ball back from Kim Little deep inside the Arsenal half. Kim Little again, very central. Closed down by Bunny Shaw, but she plays the ball out this near side. Leah Williamson now for Arsenal. All that clearance there was deflected off Lauren Hemp. Bunny Shaw picks the ball up. She's very deep. And in the end, it was Victoria Palova back there, deflected the ball behind. It's a throw to Man City on this near side on halfway. Alex Greenwood, with the ball, plays it back to Alana Kennedy, the Australian. Terry says Frida has been a powerhouse in our midfield this season. She defo took her chance when it came off. She has. She's been amazing. And she continues to play better and better every day. She's just won the ball again in midfield. It falls now to Kim Little for Arsenal. Plays out to that far side to Victoria Palova, who's been her movement's been very good in this early stages of this game. She's moving from left to right, causing the Manchester City defence a lot of problems. Lotta Woober Moy now in possession though for Arsenal. Plays it out to that far side. Rafaela Souza, the Brazilian, brings the ball forward, pops it into midfield. Not a great ball though. Looking for Victoria Palova, and it's ran all the way through to Kasparij, the Dutch fullback. And Man City now back in possession again. Back with Alex Greenwood, the Manchester City captain. Of course, Steph Houghton is on the bench now, but Arsenal pressing high up the pitch. Caitlin Forbes won the ball back well, just on the edge of the Man City penalty area, but good defensive play again, though, from Manchester City. They get away with that a little bit. You have to say it was good pressing that was from Caitlin Forbes, and now Katie McCabe over on that far side as well. Put in Kasparij there under pressure, wins a throw for Arsenal in line with the penalty area over on that far side. Throws it back to Kim Little. Kim Little's dispossessed by Chloe Kelly, but her clearance is rather rushed, and Lotte Wubben-Moy picks it up. But it wasn't a great ball, actually. And Arsenal conceded possession again. Lauren Hemp now very central. Plays the ball out to Chloe Kelly over on that far side. The two England players linking up well. Lauren Hemp again in possession, very central, looking for a bit of support. She's found it now with Alexandri on this near side. Cuts inside the Spaniard, looking for a bit of support there. Good defensive play again, though, from Katarina Kuhl. But Alexandri is back in possession again, plays it square to Alex Greenwood, gets it back again. She's good pressure from Man City, but Arsenal won the ball back again. And guess who it was? I'll give you 3 guesses. It was Frida Marnham, stepped in and won the ball back. She is an absolute machine. She's got the ball again, turns away from 2 players in midfield, plays the ball forward as well, looking for Caitlin Forbes, but she was fouled. And she is, I said it the other day in the West Ham game, we've said it a lot recently, it's like playing with 12 players with Frida Marnham, because she's literally everywhere. She's in midfield, she's in defence, she's getting forward. Incredible energy, incredible player, and we're so lucky to have her, aren't we? And what a season she's having. Brilliant stuff. Anyway, Arsenal now back in possession, defence with Lotte Wubben-Moy. Plays the ball up this near side to Laura Wainwright, who brings the ball down well on her chest and plays it back to Leah Williamson. Lost the ball into midfield, looking for Kimberly. It wasn't a good ball, actually. Alex Greenwood steps in. We've got Loki in the chat here, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the game. It is still Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. We're midway through this first half, and it's been a pretty even game. Both teams have given as good as they've got. We had the best chance early on with Laura Wainwright, but Man City have certainly had more possession of the ball without really creating too many chances. We've got the Bongo Guna says, "Come on, you Gunners, indeed." And Terry says, "Frida is worth her weight in gold." She is, and she's probably worth more than her weight in gold, actually. She's probably worth the weight of all the team put together in gold. Anyway, Bunny Shaw now on the edge of the penalty area. Twists and turns away, keeps possession, very strong. The Jamaican, she's done well, actually, there. She managed to find Alexandri now, very central, plays the ball towards the edge of the Arsenal penalty area for Angel Darwick. Now goes out to the far side. Chloe Kelly cuts inside. Chloe Kelly tries a shot from distance. It's a good effort. That's a good save by Sabrina D'Angelo. She had to hold on to that because Lauren Hemp was coming in, waiting for any spills. Really good goalkeeping there from our Arsenal's new signing, the new January signing there. Good effort from Chloe Kelly. It was quite close to the goalkeeper, but she had to hold it because Lauren Hemp was coming in and would have had a tap in. Really good goalkeeping again from the Canadian. But Arsenal giving the ball away. A shot comes in there from distance over the top of the crossbar, this time into the North Bank. That was by Hasegawa, the little Japanese midfield player. Poor play that was from Arsenal, actually. Gave the ball straight back to Man City, presented them with another chance. Homer says they're Frida growing into an attacking Viking. She's absolute warrior. There's no doubt about that. Brilliant season she's having. Arsenal again have given the ball away from that goal kick, and now it's Lauren Hemp gets a cross in from this near side, but it goes all the way across. It's going to run out for a throw to Arsenal over on the far side. But Arsenal is a little bit sloppy in possession in our defensive third, actually, in the early stages of this game. We're not managing to get the ball clear, particularly convincingly at times. And we've just lost it again high up the pitch. Man City's pressing is working. That's been the key to this game. Both teams have been pressing quite high up the pitch. And so far, Manchester City have maybe done it slightly better or more efficiently than Arsenal up until now. And they're coming forward again with Chloe Kelly over on that far side. Dinks the ball in towards Bunny Shaw. Little touch from her, but just went away from her slightly. Lotte Wubben-Moy was able to step in. And Kim Little tidies that up. Leah Williamson plays the ball forward looking for Katarina Kuhl. But she's crowded out there in midfield, but she's done well. And now Kim Little gets possession, and now it's with Katie McCabe over on that far side in front of the dugouts here at Meadow Park. Plays the ball forward for Caitlin Foord. Not a lot of the ball so far, Caitlin Foord. It's not been getting up to her. That's been the problem. playing in the centre forward role tonight. Leah Williamson now steps forward from defence. That's a great ball through to Frida Marnham. She touches it on over on that far side to Katarina Cole. Plays it across the box. It's into Caitlin Ford. Oh, that just came out a little bit too quickly there. She couldn't get it under control. Just saying, she hasn't had the service. She got the service there. Brilliant play that was from Arsenal. 2 or 3 really quick passes there. Katarina Cole at the heart of it again. A lovely ball in to the 6-yard box to Caitlin Ford, but she couldn't get it under control. Now Man City on the attack. Lauren Hemp inside the Arsenal penalty, cuts inside, plays at the ball square. It's not a great ball actually, but it comes across. Shot comes in from the edge of the box over the top of the crossbar from Kasperij. There was it. In fact, it wasn't. It was from Angel Dahl. Philippe Angel Dahl, the Swede, got that shot away there just on the edge of the Arsenal penalty, but it was always rising and looked like Sabrina had that well covered. Bongo Guna says shame. Yeah, it was an opportunity, wasn't it? Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again now with Katarina Cole again. She's very, very good on the ball, but she's just been dispossessed, as I say that. Typically, it was Angel Dahl, it was won it off her, and now Man City coming forward with Castellanos, plays the ball square. This is a good play for Manchester City again, actually. And it's back with Chloe Kelly over on that far side. She's had a lot of influence on these Manchester City attacks in these early stages. Well, 26 minutes played. Another cross in from Kelly again. Good defensive header from Leah Williamson. But Man City pick up the ball again with Lauren Hemp now on this near side. Lauren Hemp's going to try and have a run at Laura Wainwright to get a cross in. It's a good cross. Bunny Shaw shot on the turn over the top of the crossbar there. You can't give Bunny Shaw that much space inside at the penalty area as we gave her then. Lauren Hemp's cross it was. She did well there, Hemp, to get past Laura Wainwright. Twisted and turned. They got a good cross in. And Bunny Shaw's volley on the turn, always high. But if you give Bunny Shaw that much space, Lotta was just a little bit too far away from her there. And again, Arsenal trying to play out from the back, dangerously put under pressure. And in the end, Leah Williamson just gets it up the pitch. And I think that's probably sensible there. But again, Man City have won it back. We've got S77 official says there, hi, I'm Siraj Abdi from Kenya. How you doing, my friend? As always, it says Jonas is a calibre of manager that can lead Arsenal women. I suppose you mean can't. He's a clueless man. If our manager can't come over to big teams like Chelsea, United and City, no, come on, he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job, Jonas. And if we win this game tonight, he'll be taking charge of his second cup final, won't he, in two years, which isn't bad, is it? So he needs to get a bit more credit, I think, Jonas. He's doing a good job. Anyway, it wasn't a good clearance, actually, from Leah Williamson. And Man City, again, can clear the ball away. They're back in possession again with Kasperij just inside the centre circle, plays it back to Sandy MacGyver. But despite Manchester City's pressure and possession, of which they've had a lot in this first half, Arsenal have had the 2 best chances of the game, which was Laura Wainwright's effort and then that missed kick from, well, not really a missed kick. It was more... she couldn't quite get the ball under control there. Caitlin Ford inside the area. Katarina Cole was the architect of both of those 2 chances. She's having a very good game. But anyway, Manchester City are now coming forward themselves. Kasperij is over on that far side. Maybe she's going to go all the way. She finds Chloe Kelly again. Plays the ball back to Kasperij then over on that far side. But she tried to get the ball back to Kelly, but she couldn't keep it in. It's gone out. It's a throw. Bongo Guna says there, his wife's from Tanzania. Oh, there you go. We've got some African people watching tonight. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever the time is over there to all of you guys watching in Africa. Good to see you. Herbert says lost connection, perhaps bad weather over the pond. Maybe it is. Yeah, if you're losing possession, if you're losing the connection. Sorry. Loki says there to fancy for the sake of it at the back. A more direct approach. And they're too fancy. I see what I mean. No, we are. Yeah, we're messing around at the back. You're absolutely right. And Man City are pressing high up the pitch, which is what we normally do. And we're causing some problems for ourselves, actually. But anyway, we are in possession now. Victoria Plover does well, lays the ball off to Kim Little. And now Laura's got a little bit of space on this near side. Laura Wainwright, the Austrian, plays the ball forward for Caitlin Ford, lays it off well to Kim Little. This is good from Arsenal now. There's a spare player over on that far side. It's Katie McCabe. First touch wasn't great, but she keeps possession. But that pass into Frida Marnham was a little bit tricky for the Norwegian, but she did well. And Arsenal still in possession now, back with Lotta Woober-Moy finds Leah Williamson. Arsenal with these 3 centre-halves. Oh, Caitlin Ford there tried to knock the ball through to Victoria Plover. It was deflected away, and the second pass there wasn't hit with enough power. And Alana Kennedy, the veteran defender for Manchester City, former Tottenham player there, managed to clear it away. It's a throw to Arsenal. Laura Wainwright is going to take this over on this near side. What a signing she's proved to be. What a season she's had. We're talking about Frida Marnham, and she's had a great season, but Laura Wainwright has been magnificent, hasn't she, this season as well? A lot of the Arsenal players having good seasons, and that's a good ball there. Can Laura keep this in? She can. Really good play here from Laura Wainwright to plays the ball back in to Victoria Palova, turns away well from one defender, finds Kim Little. This is good from Arsenal. Kim Little plays it into the area. Frida Marnamar tried to flick it back into the path of the captain there, but couldn't quite get there. But Arsenal have picked up possession again. It's now with Laura Wainwright again on this near side. She does well, but runs out of space there a little bit, and Lauren Hemp now can come forward, knocks it past Laura, who's after her again. Those two have having quite a battle in this game. Lauren Hemp's done well there. It's a good ball, actually. A little bit of space over on that far side for Chloe Kelly. Can she get a shot away? She can, but she can't keep it down. It's high over the crossbar, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. But again, another counter-attack from Manchester City. S77 official says there, we really miss Beth Mead indeed. Well, of course. I mean, who wouldn't? Let's be honest, who wouldn't miss a player of that quality? It's, you know, obviously anyone's going to miss a player like that, and of course we do. But we're not doing too bad with that, or are we? Let's be honest, we're still doing okay. Bongo Guna says, Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal indeed. Come on, Arsenal. We're certainly, in this game, we're playing pretty well. We've played 30 minutes, nearly 31 minutes here at Meadow Park. It's still Arsenal 0, Man City 0, but despite the fact that City's pressing is causing us 1 or 2 problems, we have had the better chances in the game, and we could easily have found ourselves in front. So, you know, it's not been too bad so far, is it? Let's be honest. We've played pretty well. Man City, though, are now in possession, and they're knocking the ball around well. But Laura's going to step in there to win the ball back. She's done well. Unfortunately, couldn't quite find Victoria Palova, and Man City can clear it away again, but only as far as Leah Williamson. Now it's with Kim Little on this near side. Not a lot of space there to work in, and in the end, Alex Greenwood's come across to get possession back for Manchester City. 31.5 minutes played at Meadow Park. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. And we're still awaiting the opening goal in this semi-final. It's a very tight game. There's not much to choose between the sides, if you're honest. I say Man City have had more possession, but Arsenal have certainly looked more dangerous going forward, and we have had the best 2 chances of the game so far. But it is still 0-0. All to play for here in the semi-final. The holders at Manchester City trying to retain the trophy, and Arsenal looking to win their first trophy since 2019, the first trophy of Jonas's reign it would be. But we need to get through this game and then win the final, so it's a long way off yet. And it's Manchester City coming forward. Lauren Hemp on his near side manages to get the ball up the line to Alexandra, gets it back again at Lauren Hemp. Good tackle that was there from Laura Wainwright. And Arsenal can now launch another counter-attack. Victoria Palova, that's a good run. She's got the ball well. Finds Katerina Call again in the middle of the park, which is where she's very dangerous. Plays the ball to this near side. Wasn't a great ball, though. And Caitlin Falls having to scamper back to keep possession for Arsenal, which she's done. Loki says, is there extra time penalties? I think it might just be straight to penalties. You know, I'm not 100% sure if it's extra time. If anybody knows for definite what the rules are, someone can check. I'll check at half time anyway. Bongo Guna says, is it 2 games? Or does it go? It's not 2 games. It's just a one-off game, and it will go to penalties. I'm not sure if it's extra time first or if it's straight to penalties at the end of 90 minutes. We will find out at half time. But yeah, it's got to be decided tonight, one way or the other. So yeah, it could be a penalty shootout. Maybe we'll see. Let's not get to that point. We want to win in normal time if we can, don't we? Anyway, Leah Williamson plays it forward to Victoria Palova, twisting and turning away. The Dutch forward does well, finds Laura Wainwright on this near side, Arsenal's right, plays it back to Leah Williamson, again for Arsenal on this near side. A clearance is deflected by Lauren Hemp, but Arsenal pick up possession again with Lotta Wuba-Moy, plays it out to the far side to Rafaela Souza. That's a good ball to Katie McCabe over on that far side. She's just caught there by Chloe Kelly. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. We've played nearly 34 minutes here at Meadow Park. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. In a very tight game of very few chances, you have to say Arsenal with the very, very best chance. Munian says there, let's get this done in 90 minutes. I totally agree with you. Let's get it done in 90 minutes, indeed. Then we don't need to worry if it is going to be extra time and penalties. If we are winning at the end of the 90 minutes, that's all we want to do. Rafaela Souza getting under pressure there from Chloe Kelly. Man City have won the ball again. High up the pitch, and now they're coming forward in numbers, Manchester City, but good defensive play there from Kim Little. Managed to direct the ball back to goalkeeper Sabrina Diaz. It wasn't a back pass, it was an interception, so Sabrina can pick the ball up. Chloe Kelly actually got a yellow card for that foul there on Katie McCabe just a moment ago. So she'll need to be careful now, won't she? It's normally Katie McCabe that gets a yellow card, isn't it? But so far, it was Chloe Kelly there with the yellow card. Now the ball played out to that far side with Katie McCabe. Now a little bit of space to run into. Finds Katerina Call. Oh, poor touch from her actually unusually. And it was Hasegawa there, won the ball back. Katerina Caldo tried to win it back again for Arsenal, but in the end it goes back to goalkeeper Sandy McGyver, who clears it away. But now Arsenal winning the ball back high up the pitch. It's back with Katerina Call again. Tries to find Katie McCabe. She does. Katie McCabe's cross is blocked. Manchester City can now get the ball clear, but again, not very far. Rafaela Souza this time. It's a game of high pressing, isn't it? Every time we get the ball, trying to play it out from the back, we're pressing Manchester City into mistakes. And when it's at the other end, we're pressing them into mistakes. It's been that sort of game, isn't it? It's a game of pressing. And so far, it's become a little bit of a stalemate, actually, if we're honest. There hasn't been a lot of chances. If only Arsenal had taken that early one, maybe we would be in a much stronger position. Terry says straight to pens, no extra time. Yeah, I had a feeling it was. Yeah, thanks for clearing it up, Terry. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what it would be, but I wasn't 100% certain. Different competitions seem to have different rules, don't they? The FA Cup has different rules to the Continental Cup, and you got the Champions League, all different rules. So it's hard to keep up, isn't it? But yeah, I had a feeling there wasn't going to be extra time. It will go straight to penalties, but let's hope it doesn't. Well, no, I mean, we say that. I mean, I'd rather it go to penalties than us lose, obviously. But yeah, just want to try and get through, don't we? Of course, tomorrow night is the other semi-final, West Ham against Chelsea. That's going to be an interesting game, isn't it? Of course, we would expect Chelsea to go through, but you never know. West Ham showed on at the weekend against us that they're not a bad side. They can defend well, and who knows, they may get an opportunity to score and could cause a shock. But we need to get through first. Otherwise, tomorrow's game is irrelevant. We don't really care, do we? If we're not in the final, we don't care who it is that goes through and gets to the final, do we? Arsenal got a throw now over on that far side in front of the Manchester City dugout. Manager Gareth Taylor is on his feet wearing gloves and two coats. It is chilly, there's no doubt about that, but for February it's not too bad, let's be honest. It's certainly not as cold as it's been in Canada, as we know from Herman. Anyway, Leah Williamson plays that ball over to that far side. It's flicked on. Is Caitlin Ford's in? Can she get a shot away? She does. Couldn't keep it down. Again, we're maybe snatching at the opportunities in the box. That was nice play again from Arsenal. Leah Williamson played the ball in to the edge of the penalty. I think it was Victoria Palova who flicked that on. In fact, it was. Difficult ball to control. It was bouncing there. Caitlin Ford just got the wrong side of Alex Greenwood. It was good defending, actually, from the Manchester City captain. Made it difficult for Caitlin. But again, she swung it at it and didn't really show the composure necessary, and it's gone over the crossbar. But again, Arsenal creating chances, and that's the good thing, isn't it? That's the good news about this first half. We have created some good opportunities, and we just need to find a way to take one, don't we? We're coming forward again now with Kim Little. We haven't actually scored a goal in open play in the WSL so far this season. It's been just that penalty from Kim Little, of course, is our only goal. And of course, apart from the Aston Villa game in the last round of this competition where we scored 3, and the Leeds game in the FA Cup, we was struggling to score goals, aren't we? Anyway, Caitlin Ford lets the ball run, looking for Victoria Palova, but didn't quite run for her. And in the end, Manchester City again cleared the ball away, and it has gone out for a throw though to Arsenal. Jonas has picked up the ball, giving it to Rafaela Souza as she throws it to Lotta Wubben-Moy. Now it's back with goalkeeper Sabrina D'Angelo, just lays it off to Leah Williamson. Maybe overhit that slightly, but Leah is okay with that ball. Tried to play it over on that far side. Herman says he lost connection. Okay, good to have you back. You keep losing connection. You must have some issue with your internet over in Canada. Caitlin Ford now is going to have a run at Alana Kennedy, the 2 Australians there. And Caitlin Ford's done well, but Kim Little now takes over for Arsenal, running at that Man City defence, gets into the penalty area, plays the ball across the box. Oh, Caitlin Ford couldn't quite get there. She needed to have slightly longer legs there. She could have stuck out a leg and may well have scored. Leah Williamson, though, now with a shot from distance, but it goes just wide of that far post. The big chance there was Caitlin Ford. Great play it was over on that far side from Kim Little. Drilled the ball across the box. Caitlin Ford done well initially, Then Kim Little took over on that far side, Arsenal's left, played the ball across the box, and Caitlin Ford couldn't quite get on the end of that. She would have had a simple tap in, and Arsenal would have been ahead. We're into the last 5 minutes now of this first half. It's been a very tight, even game, hasn't it? Not much to choose between the sides. And Arsenal have had the better chances. Anyway, Bunny Shaw now for Manchester City. Good defending, though, from Leah Williamson. But Bunny Shaw manages to pick the ball up again. She's so strong coming forward again for Manchester City. But this time the ball was tried to be threaded through, and Leah Williamson's there this time and tidies that up. It's now with Lotta Woober-Moy. Plays it forward to Frida Marnham. Terry says what a good cross by Kim. It was a brilliant ball into the box, wasn't it? Suddenly Arsenal got a little bit of space over on that far side, a slip by one of the Manchester City defenders. Caitlin Ford again inside the penalty. As far as the shot is deflected, is it going to come to Victoria Palova? No, it isn't. Goalkeeper Sandy MacGyver's out, and another Arsenal attack fizzles out. But we're certainly stretching that Manchester City defence at times. Herman says, I can only read the text in the grey circle on my iMac. Is turning over and over again. Well, I don't know what's going on. You seem to have a few issues going on, Herman. I'm not sure what the problem is. Everybody else, I think, is okay. If anyone else is having connection problems, let me know, because it could be my end. Otherwise, it might just be yours. Herman says, is Arsenal playing well with confidence? I think we played okay, yeah. We've had some good chances. And I think we are playing pretty well, yeah. We just need to just find a goal from somewhere, don't we? It's starting to become a little bit of an issue that we all get a little bit stressed about, because we just can't score. That's a good ball there from Victoria Palova over to the far side. Katie McKay plays it in to Frida Marnham. Frida Marnham plays it back to Lotta Woober-Moy. Pings it in forward to Leah Williamson, gets it back. This is a good play from Arsenal. Now it's with Laura Wainwright on this near side. The Austrian plays the ball up the line, or try to play the ball up the line, looking for the run of Victoria Palova. It's well cut out, actually, there from Alexandri. And now Manchester City are back in possession again. We're into the last 3 minutes of this first half at Meadow Park. Arsenal 0, Man City 0, a very, very tight, even game. As you would expect, you look at the league table, not much to choose, is there, between any of the top four? There's been some tight games this season, hasn't there? And now Arsenal coming forward again, though. Frida Marnham over on that far side plays the ball forward, looking for the run of Kim Little. It wasn't a great ball, actually. And Alana Kennedy's able to clear that away. But Arsenal again have picked up possession. Katie McCabe is fouled again by Chloe Kelly. He's already been booked for one foul on Katie McCabe. So she needs to be careful, because, Katie McCabe had a little look at the referee as if to say, is that going to be a second yellow card for Chloe Kelly? It was a bit of it wasn't that bad of a challenge. She did catch Katie McCabe on the ankle there. If she hadn't been booked already, she may well have got booked for that. But anyway, Arsenal taking a free kick quickly. Frida Marnham over on that far side. Plays the ball back in to Catherine Cole. Does really well on the edge of the box. Plays the ball in almost into Kim Little. Good play, though, from Yuri Hasegawa for Manchester City. Bongo Gunner says, how is the crowd? Yeah, it's not a massive crowd, but then it is an evening game. And that does tend to affect the crowd, doesn't it? But it's a decent crowd, very lively, very noisy. Herman says, I'm also getting text on the BBC. Oh, right, okay. The BBC got some text going on, have they? Anyway, Man City now coming forward. Bunny Shaw turns away from Lotta Woober-Moy. Bunny Shaw's got a lot of ground to run into. Cuts back inside. She's got support now. Bunny Shaw over on that far side with Chloe Kelly inside the Arsenal penalty area. We're into the last minute and a half of the first half. Chloe Kelly still in possession for Arsenal. Gets the ball across the box. It almost falls there to Castellanos, but good defending that time from Lotta Woober-Moy. And then goalkeeper Sabrina D'Angelo's out to grab the ball. But Chloe Kelly has been the biggest threat for Manchester City in this first half. You have to say, brilliant defending that from Lotta Woober-Moy. Herman says it said Arsenal is having more dangerous attacks. Yeah, I think we've looked more dangerous when we're going forward. We've had the best chances. There's no doubt about that. But Man City have certainly had more of the ball. But we've defended pretty well for the most part. Anyway, Lauren Hemp now looking to change all that. Has a little run there inside. Plays the ball back now to Kasperi then. We've got Russ in the chat. In Russ, my friend, hope you are well. Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying the game. Terry says, oh no, Katie yellow card coming soon. She won't have Chloe Kelly kick failing. I know, I was thinking that myself. The next time those two come together, you can see Katie McCabe getting a yellow card as well, can't you? But anyway, Alex Greenwood now in possession for Manchester City. Plays it back to Alana Kennedy. Plays the ball forward, the Australian. It's flicked off there by Angel Dahl, and it's run off there off Katie McCabe. It's going to be a throw to Manchester City or into the last 20 seconds of normal time at the end of this first half. There will be a little bit of stoppage time, you would imagine. There was that injury to Bunny Shaw, wasn't there, when we had to have the trainer on. So you're probably looking at a minute or two. But other than that, it's been a pretty free-flowing game, hasn't it? Bunny Shaw is now in possession. Rafaela Souza throws her to the floor. That takes some doing. She's very strong. At 1 minute of stoppage time just been signalled. And Rafaela Souza just threw Bunny Shaw to the floor there. She's getting a word from the referee. It is going to be a free kick to Manchester City. We are into that last minute of extra time in the end of this first half. Terry says there, Herman, red button on BBC is showing the game if you can get it. Yeah, they are actually, the red button, yeah. So if you can get that, maybe you might be able to watch it. That long ball forward there towards the edge of the penalty area from Arsenal. It bounced all the way through towards Bunny Shaw. Good defending there from Leah Williamson. But Arsenal give it away. Lauren Hemp with a shot just over the top. Lauren Hemp with her left foot. That dangerous left foot of hers drilled that shot in from the edge of the Arsenal penalty. We didn't really deal with that free kick particularly well. In fact, it was Frida Minor with the first bit of defending, then Leah Williamson, and then Lauren Hemp's left foot effort over the top of the crossbar. That way, or maybe that for this first half. A lot of Wooben now plays it forward to Kim Little. We have played the minute of stoppage time, and there goes the half-time whistle. It is Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0 in this Continental Cup semi-final here at Meadow Park. We've had the best 2 chances of that first half. It was, of course, Laura Wainwright with the best one of all after just 5 minutes, put through by Catherine Corbett. A good save from Sandy MacGyver in the Manchester City goal. And then a couple of crosses that Caitlin Ford couldn't quite get on the end of before Caitlin then fired over the top inside the penalty area under pressure from Alex Greenwood. Man City haven't really tested a goalkeeper too much as yet. But yeah, Arsenal certainly created some good opportunities in this game. But that pass there from Katarina Cole for Laura Wainwright for that early chance there was a fantastic ball, and really sums up how well she settled in to the team. Herman says, it says great defending by Lotte Wooben. Well, yeah, no, there has been some great defending from Lotte Wooben on 2 or 3 occasions. You're absolutely right. Yeah, but Man City haven't really threatened too much, have they? They've had 1 or 2 little moments, but nothing for us to be really worried about. We certainly look more likely to score, even though Manchester City have had far more of the ball, far more possession. What I will do is, I'm just going to have a look and see on the BBC website what the stats are for that first half. Should we have a look and see what the stats say? Not that they mean much, but anyway, actually Arsenal have had more possession according to the stats. 58% for Arsenal, 42% for Man City. I'm a little bit surprised about that because it looked like Man City had more of the ball. But anyway, we've had 4 shots. So Manchester City 7, but most of Manchester City's shots have been from distance and have been high over the bar. So they've not really ever looked like they was going to score. Although they've had 2 on target, Arsenal's only had that 1 on target from Laura Wainwright. So it's been a game of very few real clear chances, 1 corner to each team. And yeah, it has been a very, very tight game. But I still fancy us to nick this in the second half. Terry says, I reckon Stina double in the second half. Well, maybe she'll probably definitely come on. If it's still 0-0, you would imagine she will come on at some point, and maybe, like you said, she could be the one to break the deadlock. She's done it a few times before coming off the bench in other games, hasn't she? And made that crucial breakthrough. Maybe she'll be able to do it again. We'll have to see. But for the time being, the most important thing is that we get a goal from somebody, because we don't really want penalties, do we? Just it's too stressful, isn't it? We don't really want that. But yeah, Arsenal certainly had the better chances. There's no doubt about that. And hopefully in the second half, one of them will go in and we'll get the lead and we'll go on and win this game. But I say it's very, very tight at the moment. Very little to choose between the sides. But if we were going to pick a winner after that first half, you'd say probably Arsenal just about the better team. But a very, very even game. As we expected it to be. We certainly knew it wasn't going to be. It certainly wasn't going to be an easy victory for either team, was it? So, but yeah. So that's half time then. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0, and we await the goals coming hopefully in the second half, but we'll have to see. They're just showing some goals here from the Continental Cup, I think, from the previous round. Of course, Arsenal had a good win, didn't we, against Aston Villa in the quarter-final. Some people have been moaning about the fact that, Arsenal got a bye to the quarter-final and other teams, including Manchester City, had to play through the group stage. But we had to play through the group stage of the Champions League. So, what's harder? Do you know what I mean? Playing a load of teams from the Championship in the group stage of the Continental Cup or playing in the Champions League group stage. I'm sure we had a tougher bargain in that. But, the rules are the rules, and the teams in the Champions League deserve to be given some sort of privileges, or if you want to call it privileges. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. We did get that buy into the quarterfinals, and now we are hopefully going to find our way through to the final, because that's what we want to see, don't we? We want to see Arsenal in another final, and hopefully we will. But we shall see. We shall see. Terry says there, come on, hit that thumbs up button. It does help the group. Yeah, it does. It does. It definitely does. So what you need to do, I'll just remind you. So you need to do this. Okay. Because that is very, very important, as we know. And also, if you are new here and you do enjoy what we do, why not subscribe as well? All these things are free. They don't cost anything. You just press a little button. And they're quite easy to press. You can see them quite clearly. There's a subscribe button that says subscribe. Just click that, boom, it's done. And there's a like button, and you just click that, boom, and it's done, and you're done. Let's try and get to 30 likes again on this stream tonight. We managed to get 30 the other day when we did the game against West Ham. There's only 8 likes. Come on, guys, what are you doing? Let's get some more likes. Eh? Come on, let's get it up to 30 tonight. There's plenty of people watching, so come on, hit that like button, and that's what you need to do. And that just helps. It just helps the channel. It really does, which would be great. So it is half time then, and we are still awaiting the first goal. We're still waiting for an Arsenal goal. We haven't seen one for a while, have we? Since that penalty against Chelsea. So we need to. Well, obviously the goals against Leeds, but we won't really count them. No disrespect to Leeds, but obviously we would have expected to score a few against them, wouldn't we? As I'm sure you would all agree. So yeah, let's see what the second half brings. I'm pretty confident we are going to go on and win this game. Herman says there, made a coffee Americano on my Breville dual boiler. Okay, great machine. It took a while to tame it. Well, that's good. I mean, if Breville want to sponsor the channel, then feel free, because Herman is highly recommending your products. And if Herman recommends it, then it's good enough for me, and we'd recommend it as well. So if Breville, if you're watching and you want to, sponsor the channel, or you want to advertise on the channel, if you want to do, let us know. We'll be more than happy. And I'm sure there are other coffee Americano machines out there made by different companies that are probably equally as good. And if you wanted to sponsor the channel as well, then just contact me. Then that'd be fine. But anyway, enjoy your coffee Americano. I'm sure it's going to be great. And let's hope that in the second half it could help Arsenal to score a few goals as well. Drinking your coffee, that's what you need to do. And hopefully, I say we will go on and get some goals in the second half, win this game, and get through to the final, because it's exciting, isn't it? The 5th of March is the final, by the way, at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace. And if Arsenal make it through tonight, it will be a London derby, won't it? Of course, because we'll be playing either West Ham or Chelsea. So it'll be a London derby in a London stadium. It's all kind of set up for that, isn't it? But we've still got a job to do here, haven't we? It's been a very tight game. But we've played pretty well in that first half overall, and I'm sure, I feel confident we can win in the second half. I really do. I think we can get the goal, and I think we'll win, and we'll get through to the final, and then we can start booking our travel and everything else for the 5th of March, which is when the final is. Which is that a Saturday or a Sunday? Let me just check actually. The 5th of March. When is the 5th of March? Let's have a look on the calendar. So the 5th of March is a Sunday. That's handy, isn't it? So yeah, it's a Sunday. So there you go. have to try and see if we can book a little trip out down to London for that one, should we get through. But we'll see what happens in these next 45 minutes, because it's all to play for, isn't it? But yeah, it's been a decent first half, isn't it? I was a little bit concerned before the game. Not concerned, but the starting lineup did concern me slightly. Not really concern me, but you know, I had a few issues with it, resting, especially in the forward positions. I was a little bit worried about that, but we've certainly played well in that first half, and I feel as though we have got a great opportunity to get through to the final. Wouldn't that be good? Terry says 3-1, 82 minutes, game over. Well, I hope you're right, Terry. I'd prefer it to be 3-0. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with 3-0, but 3-1 at 82 minutes, and we would certainly take that all day long, wouldn't we? But let's see what happens anyway. We shall see. The second half will be starting very soon, actually, which will be good, and hopefully it's going to give us a chance to get through. Now, come up on the channel then, just so you're aware of what's going on. Tomorrow night, Thursday, is the Social Extra. Steve and Adam will be here looking at social media stuff, looking back at the defeat to Everton, looking ahead to the Brentford game, all kinds of social media nonsense that's gone on this week. So join the guys for that, 8 o'clock tomorrow. Always a good show there. It certainly deserves a bigger audience than it's been getting on the channel. So please jump along there and enjoy that with the guys tomorrow. Friday, of course, we're back with the Arsenal Women's Weekly. We will be looking at the West Ham game, looking back at this game, of course, and looking ahead to the meeting with Manchester City on Saturday. So lots to talk about on that show, as always. So join us at 7:30 on Friday for the Arsenal Women's Weekly. And then, of course, coming up on the weekend on Saturday, there is going to be 2 watchalongs, which is going to be fun, isn't it? So we have got the Arsenal Women at Manchester City. That kicks off at 12:30, and then almost straight after that, 3 o'clock kickoff, it's the men playing at home to Brentford. Now, that is a big game now, isn't it? So lots of great stuff on Saturday. And then on Sunday, there's nothing on the channel, but I'll be taking the drone out again and going to go fly in the drone and getting some footage of that through the other channel. So if you like drone footage, come over and join me on that channel. And you can see me drone flying about, having fun, and all that kind of stuff, which is going to be good. So yeah, loads of stuff coming up on the channel. Of course, next week we're back into it again, aren't we? Like normal, the Arsenal review on Monday, looking back on the Brentford game, looking at Man City, of course, next Wednesday. This time next week, of course, Arsenal men will be playing Manchester City. So look out for that game as well. We'll be covering that, of course, as well on the channel, as always. And then, you know, looking ahead again, of course, to the games the following weekend. So loads and loads of great stuff on the channel to come. And we hope you can join us for all of it, or some of it, or, you know, hopefully some parts of it anyway. Don't forget, while it's half time, give us a like, because I say we're a bit low on likes in that first half for some reason. I don't know why. What are you doing with everyone? Is a button broke? Is that what's happened? And subscribe as well. Why not subscribe? It's all good fun. We have fun here. We're a nice little community. We have fun. We enjoy the women's games. We enjoy the men's games. We enjoy the little shows that we do. It's all good fun. So please come along and support the channel. Much appreciated. Loki says Leeds 1-up at Man U. Are they? Oh, of course, there's a Premier League game tonight, isn't there, as well? But we're not worried about that, are we? We're only worried about this one. Get it, says Lena to score today. Well, she might do. She comes on in the second half. She may well score. We'll have to see. Let's hope so. Terry says, I missed Melvin yesterday, but we'll be watching it tonight after the football. Yeah, Melvin's show last night was brilliant. It was really good. He had Mike joining in, Magic Mike it was, and it was a great show. They look back at the 1988 to 1990 period for Arsenal. Brilliant history lesson that was. So if you was around in that era, definitely listen to that, watch that show back. And if you wasn't around, listen to it anyway, because it will teach you about what it was like back in the late 1980s, early 1990s, watching Arsenal at Highbury. So that is always a great show. So we'll see. Herman says, thanks, Terry. I live right down Toronto, and we have a great market next door, and there's also a coffee roaster. Wow. That's where I buy my beans, freshly roasted. I have an excellent coffee grinder. Oh, good stuff. As long as you like your coffee, that's what you need. Bongo Guna says Leeds have to score 3. Right, what do they need to score 3 for? I don't understand. It's just a Premier League game, isn't it? And they just need to score enough more than Man United do. Terry says, not so posh my end, get my coffee beans from Sainsbury's. Yeah, we always get out of a jar. To be honest, I don't actually drink a lot of coffee. I'm more of a tea drinker, as I'm sure you're aware. If you watch the show, you'll probably know I tend to drink my tea. I like a good cup of tea. So that's good as well. And Bongo Guna says, will the City shenanigans have any impact on the women's team as well and youth, or just the men's, if any, of course? That's interesting, actually. I haven't really thought too much about the impact it might have on the women's team, but it could well do, couldn't it? If they get sanctions, if they get big fines and stuff like that, then who knows? It could have some impact on the women's team, couldn't it? But obviously the charges are against the men's team, but it's the club in general, isn't it? And obviously the women's are part of the club. So yeah, maybe I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, maybe you're right. It may well have some impact on the women's team. They might have to sell all their players. We'll have a couple of them. I hope mine Lauren Hemp like. Terry says you can watch the Leeds game in 6 countries, I think they said, but not showing it in England. Well, but that's all to do with the money, isn't it? It's ridiculous that they don't show all the games aren't available. Really, but anyway, it is 1-0 to Leeds, actually. What's his name? Wilfred Gonto scored in the first minute. They've only played 15 minutes, so I'm sure Man United will come back and win. But our Leeds going to have the new manager lift. Well, not new manager lift, but they got rid of their manager, didn't they, this week? So seems to give everyone a lift when they sack their managers. I don't know why more clubs don't do it more often. But anyway, Herman says everyone is trying to stretch their money. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, get the most value. Anyway, the teams are back out for the second half. So this is going to be good now because any goal now could prove to be crucial, couldn't it? I don't think there's been any changes at half time. Certainly not from an Arsenal perspective. It looks as though everybody's back out again for the second half. I don't think Man City have made any changes either. So Arsenal will be taking the goal to our left in this second half, which is the North Bank at Meadow Park, which, for those who are familiar with it, you'll know it is the stand-up with the roof behind the goal. That's the end we're attacking in the second half, which is where most of our fans are gathered. The noisy fans looking to try to cheer the girls home in this big game. Herman says, how's the game going? Does Arsenal look confident? Yeah, we look pretty confident. Yeah, we're doing well. Bongo Guna says, come on, you Gunners, let's get it done. Indeed, let's get it done. Terry says, here we go. Come on, you Guna girls. Indeed, we are back off and underway in the second half here at Meadow Park. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. Arsenal certainly had the better chances in that first half, and according to the stats, had more possession, although I'm quite surprised about that. I thought maybe Man City had more of the ball, but anyway, according to the official stats, they didn't, so there you go. Anyway, Arsenal immediately in possession now. Leah Williamson plays the ball forward to Kim Little, battling away in midfield, but just loses out on that particular occasion, and Manchester City now looking to come forward in the very early stages of this second half. You do feel the first goal in this game is going to be absolutely crucial. Man City now coming forward over on that far side. Ball comes into the box, almost ahead of their free header, but Arsenal do manage to scramble the ball clear, but not very far. It's come to Angel Dyle on this near side. Back into the box again. Chloe Kelly plays it back to Angel Dyle. She's going to try a shot. She does try a shot, but it's straight at Sabrina D'Angelo. Comfortable save there by the Arsenal goalkeeper, all in yellow. And it remains at 0-0. 1 minute played in this second half. And that's the first real attempt at goal since half-time, and it did come to Manchester City, but now Arsenal coming forward on this near side. Katie McCabe on Arsenal's left. Good defending there, though, by Angel Dyle. There was her shot just a moment ago. Katie McCabe with his throw on the near side, throws up the line, looking for Victoria Palova. She lets it run to Caitlin Ford. This is good from Arsenal. Caitlin Ford just on the edge of the penalty on this near side. Plays the ball back to Frida Mine. I mean, she's going to try a shot very far out. She probably won't do now. Instead, she goes square to Leah Williamson over on that far side. Williamson dinks the ball into the penalty area, headed away by Manchester City, not very far. Only finds Victoria Palova. Nice turn from her. Tries to thread the ball out to that far side, looking for Laura Wainwright, but Man City get it away, but not for long. Now Laura Wainwright has got the ball, drills it into the box. A shot comes in. Caitlin Ford is hit the bar. Oh, in fact, I think the linesman's flag was up for offside anyway. That's the nearest we've come to a goal there. Caitlin Ford's looping shot there beat Sandy MacGyver. She was under pressure there, actually, from Alex Greenwood. That was good play from Arsenal. Laura Wainwright with the ball. Scooped up there, hit the crossbar. I'm not quite sure what the maybe she was offside. She did get clattered actually, just after she shot there by Alex Greenwood. But anyway, it's a free kick to Manchester City for offside. It wouldn't have counted actually, but it is the nearest we've come to a goal. The ball hit the crossbar. Kick for Manchester City, or free kick, sorry, up towards halfway, but Arsenal won the ball back well. The combination of Leah Williamson and Laura Wainwright. So Leah Williamson now in possession, plays it square to Frida Marnham. That's a nice ball, almost a nice ball. It was well cut out actually by Chloe Kelly, and now Chloe Kelly can come forward, but not quite, because Rafaela Souza stepped in, and now Arsenal in possession. Kim Little plays it to Catherine Call on that far side. Now it's with Laura Wainwright to plays it back to Leah Williamson. Quite a frantic start here. David says, when's Beth Mead coming back? Because Arsenal looks different without her. Yeah, we do. Not this season, I wouldn't imagine. Probably not until the summer. She's got a race against time to be fit for the World Cup, which starts in July. So she's unlikely to play for the season, unfortunately. So we're not the same, I agree. But we're going to have to find a way to win these games without her, because otherwise the season's going to end very disappointingly, isn't it? But we're playing pretty well. But yeah, obviously we do miss Beth. Of course we do. We'd love to see Beth giving us a goal. Anyway, we've now got an opportunity. Caitlin Ford on this near side, inside the Man City penalty area. Can she get a cross in? She pulls it back to the edge of the box. Frida Marnham, a bit of a poor touch. They just ran away from her. Maybe she could have set herself for a shot then. But we're still in possession now. Kim Little tried to thread the ball through to Caitlin Ford again. Man City just about managed to scramble it away, but only as far as Kim Little. That's with Rafaela Souza. Rafaela Souza coming forward, striding forward for Manchester City, but Bunny Shaw has just taken the ball off. A great defensive play from Bunny Shaw, but Rafaela Souza's back at her, and she's conceded the free kick. Great work there from Bunny Shaw, doing a good defensive job there, the centre forward. She's got 17 goals this season, and there she is working away in defence, causing problems for Arsenal. And it is a free kick now to Manchester City. Herman says on the BBC app, Karen Barsley mentioned that both managers were critiqued for making changes too late. Yeah, possibly. I mean, I think we make changes too late generally, don't we? We did against West Ham. Anyway, we'll see what happens tonight. Rafaela Souza with that headed clearance. Chloe Kelly lost the ball back towards the Arsenal penalty, but it's cleared away to Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford loses out though, but Kim Little's there, and now it's Frida Marnham again, driving forward for Arsenal up this near side. That's a great ball as well to Victoria Palova in behind. Oh, the linesman's flag's gone up. Looked as though Victoria was going to be in there, but the flag's up over on that far side. She's offside, and it's going to be a free kick to Manchester City. Just looked as though Victoria may have been in there on this near side, Arsenal's left. Lovely ball played to her there by Frida Marnham, but the flag was up. And Manchester City now are looking to come forward themselves. This is a decent ball up this near side. Well defended, though, by Katie McCabe. But Man City, again, picking the loose ball up. They're coming forward themselves now with Hasegawa. Knocks that ball forward there. But Arsenal, again, have done really well, won the ball back well now. Arsenal trying to come forward. Kim Little inside the centre circle, plays it back to Frida Marnham. Surely she's fouled there by Castellanos, and she is, and it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal inside the centre circle. Terry says, I see good old Arsenal put their season ticket prices up for next season already and cut them from 26 down to 22. Well, there, we've spent a lot of money in the transfer window. That's what happens, isn't it? When you spend money, it's got to come from somewhere, and season ticket prices are going to reflect that, aren't they? So, yeah, I'm sure people won't be very happy about that, will they? Anyway, Herman says there, are you down over the All-Stars? I don't see any comments. No, the comments are there. I'm putting the comments up. I think you've got a few internet problems, Herman, actually, over there in Toronto. Everyone else, we all seem fine. I'm seeing the comments. I'm putting them on the screen. I'm sure everyone can see them. Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward now with Lotta Wooben. Oh, this is a good run from Lotta, actually. Ran into a little bit of trouble, but she's kept her feet well. And in fact, the referee's given a free kick against Lotta there. Is that because because Castellanos, has gone down injured? There didn't seem to be an awful lot wrong with the challenge. It looked like a 50-50 there, and just Lotta just came away stronger. Well, I don't know. I don't think that should be a free kick. It's just a 50-50 challenge for the ball, isn't it? And Castellanos has come off worse. Yeah, she's come off worse. doesn't make it a foul. Very surprised about that. In fact, Lotta's going to get a yellow card for this. Very, very harsh that, I thought. It was barely a foul. Lotta doesn't look particularly impressed with that decision. And you can understand why, because I didn't think it was. I didn't even think it was a foul. But anyway, it was just two players going for the ball. Lotta got there. And even Leah Williamson seems quite surprised that she got booked for that. They're having a little conversation about it now, laughing a little bit about it. But Castellanos there, now back on her feet again. Needed to be maybe a little bit stronger there, didn't she? Because Lotta definitely wasn't going to back down from that challenge, was she? Anyway, it is a free kick to Manchester City and a yellow card for Lotta. We've played 53 minutes. It is still 0-0. Very few chances at the start of the second half. And Man City, they knocked the ball into the Arsenal penalty, but Rafaela Souza gets it away. And Arsenal trying to win the ball back high up the pitch, but Man City still in possession. Angel Dahl now plays it square, but well played there from Victoria Pelova. Finds Kim Little. And now Arsenal again trying to look to come forward. Rafaela Souza on this near side. A little bit of time not being closed down this time, and manages to ping a ball over to that far side. Not a great ball, actually. And now Lauren Hemp's got possession over on that far side for Manchester City. She's done well, but Laura Wainwright has got a foot in there. Good tackle from her. But Castellanos plays the ball here to Angel Dahl. Now it's with Kelly on this near side. Chloe Kelly hasn't had as much influence so far in this first half as she did in the second half. Sorry, she did in the first half. And that cross into the box was quite easy there for Sabrina D'Angelo. And nice, comfortable save from her. Terry says, Lotta Woobenway got a yellow card for that. Disgusting by the referee. No, I agree. Yeah, it wasn't even a foul, was it? Let's be honest. Let alone a yellow card. But anyway, hopefully it won't come back to prove to be important. Anyway, Katie McCabe's done really well on this near side. In fact, she hasn't done because the referee's given that as a free kick as well. Katie McCabe again was just too strong. And she's telling the referee that very same thing. She was just wanted that ball more. She was stronger. And that's just, again, it's a 50-50 challenge. And Manchester City have got, in fact, they've got, oh, sorry, it's a throw. It went out. Okay, fair enough. It may have gone out. I didn't see that. I thought she'd given a free kick. I guess I didn't like a foul. It wasn't a foul, so that's fine. It must have gone out for a throw. Anyway, Manchester City have given that ball straight to Rafaela Souza, and now Arsenal have got an opportunity for a counter-attack. Kim Little falls back now, actually. Man City have worked hard when we've had possession. Leah Williamson now into freedom mine and tried to flick it on, but it hit Hasegawa, sorry, and now the ball has gone all the way back to Sabrina D'Angelo. Tries to kick it up this near side. Looks for Katie McCabe. Good touch there from Katie McCabe. Plays the ball back to Rafaela Souza. Arsenal haven't actually had an opportunity yet, and a strike at goal in this second half. Been a little bit slow start in Arsenal, actually. Can we manage to get the ball forward now? Leah Williamson over on that far side does well. Beats Lauren Hemp and then plays the ball into Kim Little. Now it's back with Lotta Woobenway. Arsenal just trying to keep possession now. And now it's back with Sabrina D'Angelo. And Arsenal trying to play it out from the back in kind of Mikel Arteta's fashion. If it works, it looks good. But when it doesn't work, it can be dangerous. But anyway, we certainly work now. We're coming for Victoria Pelova. But she was held up there, lost the ball. But Arsenal won it back again with freedom on them now. Kim Little. Katie McCabe had a run on this near side. Kim Little maybe delayed that pass a little bit too long. But Katie McCabe does get the ball now. She's got a little bit of space on this near side. Arsenal's left. Katie McCabe running towards that Man City penalty area. Can she get a cross in? Maybe she should have tried to cross it a bit earlier. She's held up now, Katie McCabe. And she's won a throw. The momentum's gone out of that attack. Was there maybe nobody making the run there for Katie McCabe? Not really sure. But anyway, it is a throw to Arsenal on this near side. Don't forget, if you are liking what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up. We want to try and get to 30 likes for the show, and subscribe as well if you are new here and you enjoy what we do. I say we do love covering the women's game and the men as well. Anyway, Arsenal have a shot. Kim Little on the edge of the box tries a shot, took a deflection. It's not going to go for a corner because Man City will keep it in. Looked like it was just opening up there for Kim Little. Rafaela Souza's done really well there. Manages to beat Bunny Shaw to the ball. And now Arsenal now have a little bit of momentum building up now in attack. Lotta Woobenway plays it back to Leah Williamson, dinks the ball over the top, looking for the run on that near side again of Katie McCabe. And Katie McCabe's won it back there off Chloe Kelly. In fact, it's gone out. I think it's going to be a throw. Herman says, hello, I'm back again. I restarted my computer and that did the trick. Yeah, sometimes that's all you need, isn't it? A restart tends to sort the job out. Loki says, little is wasted, bit playing that deep. Yeah, all our midfield seem quite deep, don't they, in this game, actually? Terry says, well played, Rafa. Yes, did really well there. That's been quite a big battle there, hasn't it, between Bunny Shaw and Rafaela Souza. You know, Bunny's had 1 or 2 good moments against that, and Rafa's had 1 or 2 good moments as well. It's been quite an even battle. Anyway, Man City now are coming forward. There's a little bit of space over on that far side for Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp goes around the outside of Laura Wainwright, puts a cross in all the way across the goal. Nobody's there for Man City. It's gone behind. It is going to be a corner, though. It must have got a deflection on the way. It is going to be a corner to Manchester City there. Lauren Hemp, a little bit of space just over on that far side. She got past Laura there, drilled a cross in right away across the goal. I'm not sure if who that got a deflection of. Was it Leah Williamson? Not sure. Or was it the goalkeeper maybe got a hand to it on its way through? Anyway, it is a corner to Manchester City. We've played 58 minutes. And it is going to be a corner to the holders of the Continental Cup. Bunny Shaw's in there. 17 goals for her this season. It's going to be Alex Greenwood with this corner actually from the near side. Plays it short to Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly goes around the outside, puts a dangerous cross in. Bunny Shaw's there with a header, but it goes wide of the post. It's kept in though, put back into the 6-yard box, headed away by Rafaela Souza. Shot comes in. It's into the side netting from the edge of the box there. I'm not quite sure who it was had that shot. It was Alexandri there. Leia Alexandri with the effort, the Spaniard. The second ball coming, a good header away from Rafaela Souza on a volley into the side net. And I think Sabrina had that covered without too many problems. And it remains at 0-0. But Arsenal haven't created a real big opportunity yet in the second half. Let's see if we can now. Katie McCabe plays it back low to Rafaela Souza. It's Man City. They've had the better chances in the second half so far. We've played nearly an hour. Maybe it's time to make 1 or 2 changes, Jonas. We've got a strong bench. You know, Stina, Lena, we've got Leah Volti, Steph Catley, good players on the bench. Let's maybe make some changes, see if we can win this game. Anyway, Rafaela Souza now in possession for Arsenal, plays it back to goalkeeper Sabrina D'Angelo. That's with Lotta Woober-Moy, goes long. It's a good ball over on that far side, but goalkeeper Sally McIver's out. Laura Wainwright again was the player furthest forward for Arsenal. She's got forward well over on that right-hand side. But now it's Manchester City coming forward over on their left-hand side with Lauren Hemp. Leah Williamson's across there. Good defending from Leah Williamson. In fact, it wasn't because the referee's given a free kick. Leah can't believe it. What she meant to do there, just good defending. Lauren Hemp went down quite easily there. Let's have a look at the replay of that. In fact, I think the ball has gone out of play anyway. But anyway, it's given us a free kick to Manchester City. And Arsenal are going to have to defend this. It's right on that far touchline. Lauren Hemp still down injured. She's just slightly off the pitch though, so I don't know why they're that worried. Just get her off the pitch, get her treatment. She's not badly injured. She got caught a little bit there by Leah. I thought Leah won the ball. But anyway, it is going to be a free kick to Manchester City. Bongo Guna says there, this feels like a 1-0 game, just not sure what team. No, you're right. It does. It's definitely got the feel of a 1-0 game. And I think this first goal, whoever gets it, is going to be really important. In fact, Lauren Hemp's got an injury, a mouth injury there, some blood. She was caught by Leah. I didn't think it was a foul, but anyway, she is actually injured. It's not a serious injury, of course. It's just a little bit of blood on her lip, it looks like. But Arsenal got to have to defend this free kick. Man City will probably only have 10 players when they take this because Lauren is still getting some treatment there just off the side of the pitch, but it's going to be a free kick. I think it's going to be Chloe Kelly, is it? No, it's going to be Alex Greenwood. No, Chloe Kelly. It is Chloe Kelly. They look quite similar, those two, for me. Anyway, Chloe Kelly with his free kick from that far side. It's a dangerous ball. Oh, Sabrina does well there, gets a punch on it, puts it behind her. It's going to be a corner to Manchester City. Loki says an elbow. Well, was it an elbow? I don't know. She did seem to catch her a little bit. Anyway, I'm sure Lauren's going to be okay. And I'm sure those two will make up afterwards. Of course, the two England team. Now we're getting some substitutions from Jonas. We've played 62 minutes and Lena Hurt is coming on and Stina Blackstenius is coming on. But Manchester City now have an opportunity to go in front. Oh, right across the goal from Chloe Kelly. How has that not gone in? Or did Sabrina make another good save? I'm not really sure if she got a touch on that. What a run that was, though, from Chloe Kelly there. And as she drilled a shot across the near post, it's gone behind. And I think Sabrina's now got a bit of an injury. I don't know whether it's to do with a save she may just have made. In fact, she must have saved it because it is another corner. And Arsenal just waiting to make these substitutions. Bongo Guna says Stina will get the winner. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think she may well get the winner. I'm fancy to get a goal. Anyway, Arsenal having to deal with this pressure from Manchester City at this moment as they look to make this breakthrough. They've taken a corner quickly over on that far side. Can they get the ball into the box again? Comes back to a shot comes in though from it was from Angel Dial there over the top of the crossbar. And we're going to make the substitutions now. Terry says, here we go. Stina and Hurtig coming on. Indeed, the two Swedes are coming on. In fact, it's three because Steph Catley's coming on as well. So he's going for it here. He's making the changes. It is going to be Kim Little coming off. There's a surprise. Or is Kim Little coming off? She's come over to this near side. You would imagine it would be Katie McCabe going off. In fact, Lotta Ruben Moyes coming off. We're going to change shape. Well done, Lotta, by the way. Brilliant performance from Lotta tonight. And Steph Catley's coming on. Victoria Palova's coming off as well. Maybe not quite her night tonight, but she gave a good effort. Lena Hurtig's coming on for her. And I don't know who the other... Is it going to be Caitlin Ford going off? No, it isn't. It's going to be Catherine Cool going off for Stina Blackstenius. So Arsenal start changing their shape. Stina's coming on. Come on, Stina. Get the goal for us. So we'll see. I think Arsenal are changing shape slightly. We'll see exactly how that works out. I think we've gone to a back four now with Leah, Rafa, Steph and Laura. In midfield, it looks like it's Frida Marnham and Kim Little. Shot comes in from the edge of the box there from Bunny Shaw over the top of the crossbar. It wasn't Kim Little that went off, by the way. So the midfield now looks like it's Kim Little, Frida Marnham, and I'm not sure who else is in midfield now. Who was it that came on? Oh, no, because the front three will be Lena Hurtig, Stina Blackstenius, and Caitlin Ford. I'm not sure who else is in midfield now. Anyway, we'll figure it out in a minute. Oh, Katie McCabe, of course. And Katie McCabe is now on the ball. A little bit of space for Katie McCabe. Oh, it was a good tackle, actually, on her, but the ball's going to fall here to Laura Wainwright. Oh, that's a poor ball, actually, from Laura, unlike her. But Man City can't take advantage. Arsenal just maybe need to get their shape again because the substitutions have made a complete different shape that we're playing here. Lena Hurtig now on this near side. Lena Hurtig trying to come forward for Arsenal. This is her first touch. Terry says, well played again, Lotta. Yeah, she did. She had a great game tonight, I thought. Getnet says, Lena to score. Well, yeah, Lena or Stina. Anyway, Stina's first touch says to lay the ball off over on that far side to Laura Wainwright. Has done well. Kim Little now in possession. Finds Frida Marnham. Lets it run on to Katie McCabe on this near side. Katie McCabe with across towards the far post. It's headed back towards Lena Hurtig. Oh, she's hit the bar from close range. Back with Kim Little. She tries a shot from distance. It's deflected wide. Oh, again, Lena with a big chance. She's missed some chances in the last few games, Lena Hurtig. She missed 2 against West Ham, 2 against Chelsea, and she's missed one tonight there. Great header at the far post from Caitlin Ford. Brilliant cross from Katie McCabe. Caitlin Ford headed it back across the goal. Lena came in, had to score. She's hit the crossbar. You know, Arsenal have got a corner now on this near side. Katie McCabe's going to take it. 66 minutes played. The corner comes in. She had a 6-yard box. It's headed away by Manchester City, only as far as Kim Little. And she plays it back to Laura Wainwright. Plays it out to that far side. Can Arsenal get the breakthrough? Thought we'd scored then. Anyway, Caitlin Ford now doing well over on that far side. Trying to wriggle free. A good ball played in towards Leah Williamson inside the penalty area, but Man City clear their lines away. And the ball's gone out over on that far side. It's going to be a throw to Manchester City. It was Lena that hit the bar, not Stina, Terry. It was Lena Hurtig. The Archduke of Austria, we meet again. Indeed we do, my friend. Hope you are well. And Getnet says, I told you Lena so close. Yeah, but she should have scored. You know, she was close, but you've got to score from there, from about 3 yards out. You've got to score. She made a good run. It was great play from Arsenal, but this is where we've let ourselves down in the last few games, haven't we? Not getting that finishing touch. And Lena, unfortunately, has been guilty of that a few times, hasn't she? Not been able to find a finishing touch, and that was a great chance. And she's hit the bar. Man City now coming forward over on this near side. Chloe Kelly keeps this ball in. She's had a good game, Chloe Kelly, actually. She gets another dangerous crossing headed away at the near post by Hafai. Souza comes out to Bunny Shaw. Arsenal just about managed to defend it, but Shaw again inside the penalty area. She's trying to burst her way through, but Arsenal do defend that well. And now Man City still back in possession again. But Katie McCabe should get there first. No, she doesn't. Chloe Kelly puts a cross in, comes back, a shot comes in, it's deflected away by Hafai Souza. Man City putting us under pressure now. This game is certainly, it's 0-0, but it's been exciting. There's been chances at both ends. Certainly in this second half, it's really opened up. And Arsenal just came close a moment ago, and now Manchester City with some more pressure. Herman says to score, you have to be calm. You do. And I think Lena's rushing her opportunities a little bit. Terry says that was harder to hit the bar than score. It was. It's like when you're playing crossbar challenge, isn't it? When you're trying to hit the crossbar, you can't ever hit it. And when she's trying to score there from about 3 yards, she's hit the crossbar. So anyway, there you go. Get this is there. We need a finisher. I miss Beth and Vivian. We all miss them, but we're going to have to cope without them. We've got to find a way to score if we're going to be successful. We've certainly got players in the team who can score. We just can't keep missing these chances. Anyway, Katie McCabe now has got a lot of space on this near side. Arsenal's left. Katie McCabe again. She doesn't want to put an early cross in. We've got bodies in the box. She plays it back instead to Frida Marnham, who's been very deep in this game, as Kim Little, as we mentioned before. Steph Catley now plays it square to Hafai Souza, plays the ball out to that far side. Well, she doesn't because it's cut out. And now Manchester City can come forward. Lauren Hemp does well. Back on her feet again following an injury. Chloe Kelly now, who's probably been Manchester City's best player. Chloe Kelly running at that Arsenal defence. Chloe Kelly tries a shot. Again, it's fairly close to Sabrina D'Angelo in the Arsenal goal. Makes a fairly comfortable save. A good save. Holds on to the ball. Her handling's been really good, the Arsenal goalkeeper. Been impressed with her. But Chloe Kelly's definitely been Manchester City's best player in this game tonight. Caused us a lot of problems. Had a lot of the ball. But hasn't been able to score or create a goal, thankfully, for Manchester City. Arsenal, though, back in possession now. Hafai Souza in the centre of the pitch, plays out to the far side to Leah Williams. And Arsenal now with a back four, trying to get Stina in behind the Manchester City defence. Stina's working really hard to try to win the ball there off Alex Greenwood, and instead she's won the throw. Well played, Stina. Good pressure there. The throw comes in from Laura Wainwright. Stina does well, and surely she's fouled. Referee says no, and Bunny Shaw can come forward. She's got past one challenge, Bunny Shaw, and then Kim Little does a good thing there and fouls her, and that's what you needed to do. That's a sensible foul there from Kim Little. She's probably going to get a yellow card, but you have to say that in that moment there, Bunny Shaw was looking dangerous, running at that Arsenal defence, and Kim Little made sure she didn't get any further. Well done to Kim Little, and she has got a yellow card. Kim Little just saying she thought it was a foul on Stina before, and I kind of agree with her. But that's what a great professional does, commits those sort of fouls. And yes, she's got a yellow card, but she's got to be careful now. But yeah, that was good stuff. Herman says there, bring on Van Persie. Yeah, we could do with Van Persie, couldn't we? Terry says D'Angelo handling of the ball is fantastic. It is. I mean, I think she's been brilliant, actually. The 2-3 games that she's played, she's looked really good, really calm. Her handling's been good. She's made some decent saves. Her positioning's good. And yeah, she looks a great goalkeeper, great signing. Anyway, Man City have got this free kick now, midway inside the Arsenal half, just slightly over on that far side, the Man City left. Are they going to get the ball into the box? Bunny Shaw is back on her feet again following that injury. The cross comes in towards the penalty spot. It's headed away by Katie McCabe. It only comes to Bunny Shaw. They're just outside the penalty area. Bunny Shaw went to go outside, cut inside instead, tries to get a crossing. Good defending there, though, from Frida Marnham. And then Bunny's shot goes high and wide behind that goal. Herman says the team has to practice a lot more on goal scoring. I'm sure they're practicing. I'm sure that's what they do a lot, but it's not quite happening at the minute. Again, it says still leads 1, Manchester United 0. Oh, well, okay. I'm sure Man United will get a goal in the end. They always tend to, don't they? Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. Can Arsenal get a goal? Steph Catley finds Katie McCabe. Plays the ball up that line. That's a good ball. Almost a good ball. It went in between Lena and Stina, the 2 Swedish forwards for Arsenal. And it has run through to Sandy McGyver. Didn't quite happen there, that ball. Good idea, though, from Katie McCabe. Just the execution wasn't quite on point, was it? to give us that goal scoring opportunity. Sandy McGyver, not a good clearance, so Arsenal picked the ball up again over on that far side. Caitlin Ford, who's playing on the right, gets the ball into almost into Laura Wainwrighter, just went behind her there, and Man City can again get the ball clear. And now they've got an opportunity up this near side. Lauren Hemp, Rafaela Souza's back at her. The cross comes in. Oh, brilliant defending there. Had to be as well. Chloe Kelly was coming in. She would have had an easy chance. That is Steph Catley there. Brilliant, brilliant defending from the Australian who's just come on as a substitute there. Arsenal almost caught out there. Lauren Hemp with a run on Rafaela Souza. Souza tried to get back at her there. She did pretty well, but the cross came in, and Chloe Kelly would have had a tap in if it wasn't for Steph Catley's intervention. 73 minutes played. We're getting down to that crucial stage now, aren't we, where penalty shootout is looming. But anyway, it's a corner to Manchester City. They've taken it quickly. The ball played at square now to Hasegawa. Tries to chip into the box, headed away by Rafaela Souza. Good defensive header there by the Brazilian, but Man City picked the ball up again. Alex Greenwood plays it to Angel Dial. Dinks the ball towards the end of the 6-yard box, but Sabrina D'Angelo's there again. Safe hands. She really does look a very, very competent goalkeeper, doesn't she? Bongo Guna says, I thought the Man U Leeds game was a cup game. No, it's a league game. That Gonto guy played for Zurich and seemed to be good. We should watch him. But we have Balogun. Yeah, no, I'm sure we're watching him. I'm sure we're watching everybody. But yeah, he looks good, doesn't he, Gonto? But anyway, a bad mistake there from Rafaela Souza. Gives the ball straight to Lauren Hemp on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Arsenal now have got plenty of players back. And Leah Williamson with a challenge. Oh, that shot comes in. It hits Rafaela Souza. Still Arsenal can't get it away. Lauren Hemp over on that far side. Tries to go round Laura Wainwrighter again. Gets a cross in, but it's straight into the arms at the near post of Sabrina D'Angelo. A bit of chaotic defending there from Arsenal, actually. Not the most convincing piece of defending from Rafaela Souza, has to be said. But Arsenal defended it well after that and snuffed out the danger. And now Rafaela Souza got a little bit more time on the ball. Plays it to Steph Catley on this near side and then gets it back again. Rafaela Souza got a little bit of space to play the ball forward, and she does. It's a good ball to Lena Hurtig now on this near side. The Swede, Lena Hurtig, going around the outside of the defenders inside the box. Lena Hurtig, can she get a cross in? She's right on the byline. Can she pull it back? Katie McKay's back. In fact, she's won the corner. Good play from Lena Hurtig there. She did well, maybe made up a little bit there for her miss a little bit earlier when she hit the crossbar from about 4 yards. We've got a comment there from Safiyar says, where do you watch these matches live? Tonight it's on the FA Player in England, and it's also on the BBC iPlayer, I believe. Anyway, Arsenal make another substitution, or they're about to. Noel Moritz is about to come on with 15 minutes to play. I think it's going to be for Laura Wainwrighter. In fact, it is Laura Wainwrighter going off. And Noel Moritz is coming on. So a straight swap there at right back. Maybe Saturday's game slightly on our minds a little bit. Or is Noel Moritz a better penalty taker? We may find out in the next 15 minutes. Anyway, Arsenal got a corner. There may be no need for penalties. If we can get a goal here, you do feel that one goal is going to decide this cup tie. It's going to be Katie McCabe with his corner from the near side, Arsenal's left. So it's going to be an outswinger with a left foot. We've got bodies in that box waiting to get on the end of this, actually. Katie McCabe with this corner. It's a decent ball. She edges a 6-yard box. Right, so Manchester City head just gets it away. And then Hasegawa completes the clearance. But Noel Moritz is there to get her first touch. And she just goes back to Sabrina D'Angelo. Terry says LW off Moritz on. Yeah, well, LW's a few LWs, isn't there? But that particular one's Laura Wainwrighter, not Leah Williamson, has gone off indeed. Anyway, Steph Catley now. Loki says thumbs up, peeps. Indeed, yeah. Give us a like. Why don't you give us a like? It's free and it's good. Anyway, Katie McCabe now on this near side for Arsenal. Katie McCabe looking to get past Chloe Kelly. Those two have had quite a battle, haven't they? Chloe Kelly, of course, received the yellow card in the first half. Plays the ball back. Katie McCabe to Steph Catley, trying to line up across. Is she? She tries to line up across now. Instead, she goes back to Katie McCabe. Plays it back to Rafaela Souza. Now she goes square to Leah Williamson. Plays it up this near side. Can Katie McCabe keep it in? No, she can't. It's going to run out for a throw to Manchester City. We are now, 13 minutes away from full time. 13 minutes till a penalty shootout. Unless somebody can find a goal. Will it be Arsenal to go through to the final. Man City have got an injury now at this moment in time. And they're going to get some treatment on the pitch. So there's going to be a bit more time added on at the end of this game. But time is running out. The Arsenal players have gone over to the far side to get a drink and 1 or 2 words of encouragement from Jonas. While there's this break in play, can Arsenal find one more big effort, get the goal and get through to the final? You can almost feel the tension now, can't you? I think it's Angel Dial who's injured actually for Manchester City. Philippe Angel Dial. And Man City players have gone across to their manager as well to get a drink as well. And a few tactical adjustments maybe for these closing stages. 12 minutes of normal time left. There's going to be some stoppage time. Archduke of Austria says Bristol versus London City was used today in the Championship. Yeah, London City are the leaders, aren't they, of the Championship, looking to get into the WSL. Be interesting to see whether they can make it or not. Actually, it was Alexandri that was injured. Sorry, she is having to go off now, having received treatment. She's not moving particularly freely, actually. So I don't know whether that's going to be her game over. We'll have to wait and see. But it is a throw to Manchester City on its near side, just inside the Manchester City half on their right. In fact, it is going to be the substitution. It is Alexandri has had to go off. Leia Alexandri is going off, and replacing her is Layla Uhabi. So one Spaniard off and another Spaniard on for Manchester City. And they've now got another throw on this near side. In fact, they haven't. It's going to be an Arsenal throw, I think. Is it? It is going to be an Arsenal throw in the attacking third of the pitch. Can anybody find a goal, or will we have a penalty shootout? Let's hope it's going to be Arsenal to win. Katie McCabe now on this near side, plays the ball square. Good play in there to Stina. Does ball back to Rafaela Souza. Oh, a lovely little pirouette there from Rafaela Souza inside the centre circle, and then plays the ball out to the far side to Noel Moritz. Noel Moritz plays it on to Caitlin Ford on that near side. Cross comes in, it's deflected. It's going to come at to Stina. Couldn't really do a lot with that ball, actually. It came at a weird angle, having got deflected. She did the best that she could, and now there's another foul on Bunny Shaw. It's going to be a free kick to Manchester City. Herman said, could Wainwright to be converted to a striker? Well, judging by her finish in the first half, probably not. She could be converted into a winger, maybe. Rafaela Souza's done another foul there on Bunny Shaw. I don't think she's got a yellow card yet, Rafaela Souza, but she probably won't be far away from one if she carries on. She's done 2 or 3 fouls. In fact, she did get a yellow card there, as we said it. Probably not for that one foul. She's done 2 or 3 on Bunny, hasn't she? Anyway, it's a free kick, which Alex Green was going to take for Manchester City. Just inside their half, goes long up that far side. It's headed on by Lauren Hemp, but it's going to run all the way through to Sabrina D'Angelo. Terry says Rafa showing her Latin skills. Indeed, yeah, it was a nice little turn there, wasn't it, from Rafa? Nice little pirouette. Anyway, Arsenal now in possession. Steph Catley on this near side. This shows no let off in the press from both teams, actually, despite the fact we are now into the last 9 minutes of normal time. You'd imagine there's going to be 3 or 4 minutes stoppage time in this second half, maybe a bit more. Anyway, Bunny Shaw trying to get in, good defending from Rafaela Souza. Those two have had such a battle. Anyway, Chloe Kelly again's got clear on this near side. Can she get a cross in? Steph Catley's across to try and block it. She can't block it, but Rafaela Souza's there with a header away. And now Lena Hurtig's done well defensively there, but Man City again have picked up the ball. Now Noel Moritz faced with Lauren Hemp. Good defending though from Kim Little. And now Arsenal can get the ball away up that far side, looking for Stina Blackstenius, battling away for the ball there with Alex Greenwood. But Manchester City do come away with possession with Alana Kennedy, plays it into Bunny Shaw. Any goal now from either team is going to prove to be the winner, you feel. We're moving into the last 8 minutes of normal time. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. Arsenal have played pretty well in this game, but haven't managed to find that goal. We've defended pretty well as well. We've denied Man City too many clear opportunities, and we have now got a throw on that far side. I think Arsenal preparing another substitute. I think you might. Is that Jem Beattie coming on? I'm not quite sure. I can't see now. She's a bit far. Is Jem Beattie coming on? Is that due to an injury, or again, are we thinking of Saturday? maybe giving some players a rest. I'm not sure who's going off for Jen Beattie to come on. It may well be Rafaela Souza. She's just been booked. Maybe Jen Beattie's a better penalty taker because you've got to start to think about that as well now as we move into the last 7.5 minutes of normal time. A penalty shootout is on the horizon. In fact, it's going to be Leah Williamson coming off. Leah Williamson again had a great game. I still don't think she's quite 100% fit yet, Leah Williamson, but she played well. And it's going to be Jen Beattie coming on for the last 8 minutes. And Leah Williamson certainly won't be taking a penalty. But Jen Beattie might. Terry says, yes, super Jen. Well, maybe Jen's going to get the winning goal or the winning penalty or do something important in this game. Maybe she'll be the one to win it. Let's wait and see. And Arsenal won a free kick now over on that far side. We're into the last 7 minutes. Lauren Hemp's not very happy with that decision. But to be fair, you've won a few free kicks, Lauren, that you maybe didn't deserve. So let's not be too worried about that particular decision. And it is a free kick to Arsenal. We've got a magnificent Jaffa in the chat here, my friend. He says, Richard, we look so poor. Our attacking is so poor. It's the second game we haven't scored in open play. If we were to win this game, dear me, Chelsea would batter us. We need to improve a lot. Well, Chelsea didn't batter us when we played them a couple of weeks ago, did they? So come on. We're playing well. We just aren't scoring. I agree with you. We need to score, but I think we're playing pretty well. Anyway, we've got a free kick in. This is an opportunity now. Frida Marnham over on that far side. She's going to whip this free kick in. It's just going to be the moment to win this game. Oh, it's a poor free kick, actually. Doesn't beat the first defender. Man City clear it away. And then Noel Moritz lofts it back into the box again. Alex Greenwood's there. Falls to Lena Hurtig. She had the best chance. She's got the ball out to that far side to Frida Marnham. So better cross this time. Oh, looking for Stina. Shot comes in from Lena. She doesn't quite get hold of it again. But still Arsenal on the attack. It's come to Stina in the box. Stina shot on a turn. Oh, good save from Sandy MacGyver. Thought that was going to be the moment for Stina to win it there. Shot on the turn. Really good effort. Somehow Sandy MacGyver kept it out. That was the moment there for Arsenal to go ahead and possibly win this game. We've still got the pressure on now. Katie McCabe on this near side, looking to get past Kasprioj. Can she get a cross in? Katie McCabe is just trying to hold the ball up there, looking for a little bit of help and support while trying to win a throw. She has won the throw. That was the big chance there from Stina just a moment ago. Really, really good save it was from Sandy MacGyver. The second big save that she's made. The England goalkeeper, Steph Catley, on this near side, finds Katie McCabe. Can she get a cross in? Katie McCabe does get a cross in. No Arsenal players there. And it's headed away by... Oh, that was a 50-50 in a penalty area there. Could have been a penalty, but the referee says no. There's no VAR, of course, in women's football. So they wasn't going to double check that. Anyway, the ball has got all the way back to D'Angelo. Plays out to that far side. Arsenal finishing this game strongly. That's a ball in two. Stina Blackstone is inside the penalty area. She's a bit wide over on that far side, Stina. And it's going to be a throw to Arsenal instead. Ball played into Noel Moritz. Caitlin Ford gets it back again. Caitlin Ford now got an opportunity to get a cross in. Is anyone going to be in the box? It's a good cross. Lena Hurtig with a header. Oh, she's put it wide. Another big chance for Lena to be the hero there. She's generally good with her head as well. She's scored 2 headers for Arsenal already this season. And another big chance for Lena has gone missing. Good play from Caitlin Ford. What a cross that is. Put it on a plate for Lena and she's headed it wide of that far post. That is an absolute sitter, you have to say. Wow. Jafar says there, the fact that only Marnham is our consistent player who can score is alarming. I love Ford and Stina, but they don't score enough. That's why I'm worried this season. Terry says, Lena missed another sitter. Yeah, 2 sitters for Lena's missed again. She seems to miss 2 sitters every game at the minute. We're certainly creating the chances, aren't we? Anyway, Frida Marnham now trying to win it for Arsenal. Frida Marnham with a shot from distance. Oh, straight down the throat there of Sandy MacGyver. Arsenal now finishing this game really, really strongly. Maybe we don't fancy a penalty shootout after all. Kim Little now in midfield plays it to Katie McCabe. It's all Arsenal now in these closing stages. Are Arsenal going to find the breakthrough into the last 3 minutes of normal time? Is Chloe Kelly going to get a red card for a second yellow here? Another foul committed by her on Katie McCabe. The referee speaking to her, probably saying, look, there's only a couple of minutes to go. I'm going to let you off. But if you do it again, you're off. Maybe a little bit fortunate there, Chloe Kelly, because that's 2 or 3 fouls since she's got booked. She's very, very lucky, actually, not to get a red card, Chloe Kelly. She's had a great game, but she maybe should lucky to still be on the pitch. Getting it says there, I'm assuming you mean Stina Blackstenius. Yeah, she almost scored a minute ago. Loki says, oh dear, she knows how to miss. She certainly does. She knows how to miss from inside the 6-yard box. There's no doubt about that. Poor old Lena. She did miss another one there. Free header from 6 yards. You've got to put that on target. You really have. There's an injury currently to, is it Alex Greenwood inside the area there. Michael's in the chat there. He says, appreciate your call. Our only way to listen to the match here in the States is through you. No, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're watching. Let's hope we can bring you a dramatic finish as well. Bongo Guna says, now or never. Well, it's getting to that point, isn't it? 88 minute. I think there's going to be probably 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time, to be fair. There's been quite a few injuries in this second half. There's one at the moment to Alana Kennedy getting some treatment on the pitch. So there's still enough time. We've still got, what, 5, 7, 8 minutes maybe to play. Manchester City are now going to be making a substitution. It's going to be Steph Houghton coming on. You imagine for penalties, because she does take penalties, doesn't she, Steph Houghton, of course, former Arsenal and Lionesses player. She looks like she's going to be coming on for these closing stages. My guess is, one, to try to shore it up at the back for City, who have been under pressure in the last 10 minutes. And also because Alana Kennedy looks like she'll have to go off, actually injured. So that may be why Steph's coming on. Although she does, of course, take penalties, doesn't she, Steph Houghton? So maybe they've got that in mind as well. Anyway, Arsenal got a free kick midway inside the Man City half, just slightly over to his left-hand side. In fact, Man City are going to be making 2 substitutions now. Hayley Rasso's coming on as well. And Steph Houghton, I'm sure she would love to have a big impact in these last few minutes, wouldn't she, against their former club. Steph Houghton still, I think she's got a little bit to prove, Steph Houghton, and Chloe Kelly's going off probably before she gets sent off by the manager there, and it is going to be Hayley Rasso's coming on, another Australian on the pitch, the third Australian, of course, now on the pitch. Anyway, it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal still. Katie McCabe and Frida Myanmar over this set piece. Can Arsenal get this winner in these last few moments that remain? It is Katie McCabe's free kick. It's a decent ball. Header comes in from Lena Hurtig again at the far post. That wasn't a sitter. That was a decent header, but it was too close. In fact, it was Steph Catley, with a header straight at the goalkeeper, Sandy MacGyver, into the last minute of normal time. Jafar says, hit that like button, guys. Let's thank Richard for his amazing content. He does. No, thank you, mate. Good. Thanks for the comments. Yeah, please give us a like. And why not subscribe as well? Because it's good stuff. Anyway, we've now got an injury. Katie McCabe's gone down. We might not have extra time tonight, but we're going to have a lot of injury time. That's for certain. And there's going to be another free kick now to Arsenal. It looks like Katie McCabe's got winded in that latest ball there played forward. She's back on her feet again now. I'm sure she's going to be okay. Anyway, we've taken that free kick back to Jen Beattie. Now it's gone back to Sabrina D'Angelo, who's had a good game, Sabrina D'Angelo. Is she going to be the hero of the penalty shootout for Arsenal? We could just be about to find out, unless we can somehow find a goal in the last few moments that remain. We are into stoppage time. Not sure how much stoppage time is going to be as yet. We've not seen the board. We're just about to find out, maybe. We've played nearly a minute already at stoppage time, actually, but we hardly had any play. Now, Stina's in behind. Stina, is she going to win it in the last minute? Stina's inside the penalty. She's very wide. Cuts back inside. She needs support. Oh, she couldn't find any support. Good defending, actually, there from Alex Greenwood. But Stina's still in possession over on that far side for Arsenal. She needed a bit of help there. She had 2 defenders around her. She was quite wide to get a shot in. We've got Bongo Green in the chat. First time here with you, enjoying the commentary. Cheers. No, thanks a lot for tuning in, mate. I say don't forget to subscribe as well. Give us a like. Anyway, can Arsenal win it now? Lena Hurtig on this near side, pulls across back to the edge of the box. Oh, Man City scramble it clear again. And still we await the first goal of this game. Steph Catley now, there's 2 players down. In fact, the referee is now going to stop the play. Terry said there, Stina should have let that one rip. Yes, she maybe should have done. The opportunity looked as though it was there to maybe hit it earlier. If she didn't hit it early, she was never going to be able to hit it because she was always going to be pushed wide by the 2 defenders. I'm not sure how much stoppage time there was meant to be. There was a clash there between, I think it's Angel Dial and Katie McCabe. And in fact, it isn't. It's Hayley Russo just come on and Katie McCabe. They've both gone down. Rasso's back up on her feet again. So is Katie McCabe. It's going to be, is it just a drop ball to our? We had possession of the ball there with Steph Catley, so I'm sure we'll just get the ball back. We've played 2 minutes of stoppage time already. There's probably going to be 3 or 4 minutes left because there's been a lot of stoppages, certainly since the end of 90 minutes. So there's still time for Arsenal to get the goal. Jem Beattie now, midway inside the Man City half. Jem Beattie plays it over to that far side. Good ball. Noel Moritz takes it down well. Now it's with Caitlin Ford. Be great for Lena to get the goal, wouldn't it, having missed those 2 sitters? Ball comes back into the box again from Rafaela Souza. Oh, Katie McCabe tried to play it into the path of Lena. See if we can still get the goal. Katie McCabe still in possession, and she's won a corner, has she? Not quite. Didn't quite go out. It's going to be a throw, though, to Arsenal. We've played 3 minutes of stoppage time. Steph Catley's done well there, really well. Katie McCabe, just get the cross in. Just get the cross in, Katie. She has got the cross in, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. She's dropped it. And Stina's in there. Oh, she couldn't get the finish. And Man City somehow scramble it clear. The goal just won't come. Oh, Rafaela Souza's done really well there to win that ball. Now Kim Little in a tight area midfield's done well. How did Stina not find the net there? The goalkeeper, Sandy MacGyver, dropped the ball inside the 6-yard box. Stina couldn't quite get the finish. And that was the big moment. Sandy MacGyver got away with that one there. She's played well, the Manchester City goalkeeper, but she dropped that cross there from Katie McCabe. She dropped it and Stina couldn't quite force it home. In fact, it was good defending from Alex Greenwood, you have to say, but Stina should have scored there. We've missed 3 really big chances in this game. Bongo Guna's gone, Terry as well, Stina. Yeah, I thought it was good defending, actually. Yeah, she should have scored, but I think Alex Greenwood actually defended that pretty well. We've played 4 minutes of stoppage time and still we play on. Is there going to be a dramatic finale here? Arsenal have been a better team in the last 10 minutes. Chance after chance. Frida Marlin tried to play the ball forward to Lena Hurtig. Again, Manchester City scramble it clear. They're just trying to hang on now. They can't get the ball out of their own half. That's a good play over on that far side. Surely that's a foul by Lauren Hemp. Surely she's going to get a yellow card, and she does. Bundling over Noel Moritz. She gives a thumbs up to the referee, accepts that was definitely a yellow card. She took one for the team there because she made a mistake. Noel Moritz got past her, and that was a bad foul actually by Lauren. A fully deserved yellow card, but Arsenal do have a free kick. This could be our last chance with nearly 5 minutes of stoppage time played. Are we just going to play on until someone... Is it next goal wins? That's it. We're just going to play until someone scores, like you used to when you was at school. Next goal wins. It's gonna be that case. If anyone scores, it will be the winner. And we've got one more chance to get the ball in the box. It's a free kick now over on that far side. It's going to be Frida Marlin with it. It needs to be a good ball into the box, and we need to get someone on the end of this. Frida Marlin. It needs to be a good ball. It's not a bad ball, but it's headed out by Manchester City. Comes to Kim Little. In fact, there's a head injury to Alex Greenwood there. She headed that ball away. And she doesn't look too great, actually, Alex Greenwood. That looks quite a nasty injury. We've played 5.5 minutes of stoppage time, and still we're going to be playing on because there's another injury now. It was a good header away from Alex Greenwood. In fact, she headed her own player, headed the back of her own player. Terry says Hemp should have walked. I don't think it was that bad. It was a clumsy foul. She did it on purpose, but it wasn't worthy of a red card. Sophia says, I really hope Arsenal wins this. Yeah, so do I. We deserve it. We've been the better team, certainly in the last 15, 20 minutes. We've absolutely battered them, but we haven't quite managed to get the goal. We've had chances. Lena's had 2 big chances. Stina's just had a big chance. But somehow Man City have survived. And once again, we're not taking our chances, are we? That's the problem. That is the biggest problem that we've had in this game. We just haven't been able to take our chances. We've created them. We haven't been able to put them away. And we have now played 6.5 minutes of stoppage. Well, we haven't played 6.5 minutes of stoppage time because we haven't been playing very much since we hit 90 minutes. It's been very stoppy-starty. And we're going to have some more stoppages now. Terry says, I reckon City have been paying this ref dodgy payments. Well, they've been paying dodgy payments for everybody. That's why they're being investigated. Anyway, Alex Green was having to go off for that head injury. She did head but her own player, back of her own player's head. Anyway, it's going to be an Arsenal ball because Arsenal were in possession and there's not very long to go. Can we get the ball back in the box? Alex Green was not back on the pitch, or she has come back on now. Come on, Rafa, just get the ball in the box. Why are we playing it sideways? Get it in the box. Just get it in the box now. We're going square again to Jem Beattie. Come on, get the ball into the box. Don't we want to win this game? Steph Catley up the line to Katie McCabe. Oh, we're going to get one more chance. Man City have got everybody back behind the ball. So we need to get it into the box. Jem Beattie plays that ball out to the far side to Noel Moritz. Will she get it forward? She does get it forward. Frida Marnham over on that far side tries to get across. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. And we still play on. We played 7.5 minutes of stoppage time. This is going to be Arsenal's last chance. Surely Jem Beattie's up for this. Frida Marnham's come across to take this corner. This is it now. It is now or never. I think Bongo Guna said that earlier, but this is really now or never. Are we going to get here? It is Frida Marnham with this corner from that far side. It's going to be an outswinger. It is an outswinger. Flicks on the near post. Oh, it's straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, Sandy MacGyver. And there goes the whistle. Does it? No, it doesn't. We're still playing on. The corner there was flicked on by Stina. It was at the near post, headed towards the goal, but Sandy MacGyver's got it in her arms. And we've played 8 minutes of stoppage time. We're going to be playing until someone scores. I think that's what's happening. In fact, we're not, because the full-time whistle's gone. It has finished here at Meadow Park. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. It's been a dramatic game. It's been an exciting game. Arsenal have missed created and missed numerous opportunities once again. And we are going to be having a penalty shootout. Loki says they're better finishing on a Stevie Wonder iced wedding cake. Yeah, some bad finishing, you have to say, from Arsenal. Lena Hurtig again was the culprit mainly there. Some bad misses from her. Stina had a big chance at the end as well. It's not quite going for us in front of goal at the moment, is it? For the second game in a row, it's finished 0-0. But this one is going to have to be decided tonight. We are going to have the drama of a penalty shootout, which is about to be taking place very, very shortly here. So stay with us for the drama and everything else that's going on tonight. Terry says, here we go, anyone's game now. It is anyone's game. Arsenal really gave that a go in the last 10 minutes there. It was chance after chance. Lena hit the bar, missed a header. Stina missed one. Just couldn't quite get that goal. Bongo says, wasteful. Yeah, we have been wasteful. I mean, our Lena Hurtig's missed. They're just showing that Lena Hurtig miss again. I still don't know how she's not scored. She's literally 3 yards out. Wow. Ruby says it's extra time, I'm sure. We didn't seem to think it was. We thought it was just straight to penalties, Ruby. But you may be right. I don't 100% know. Terry did say it was straight to penalties. I had a feeling it is straight to penalties in this competition. But I'm not really sure. We'll soon find out. I'm pretty sure it's straight to penalties. But anyway, we'll soon find out. If it's extra time, it's extra time. We can have another half an hour of this game, which would be quite good because it's been an exciting match, hasn't it? It really has. But anyway, we may still have some drama either way. We're going to have some drama. There's either going to be extra time or penalty shootout. I'm not sure. I think it's a penalty shootout, I've got to be honest. Loki says extra time. Is it extra time? I think it might be extra time. Oh, I think yes, I think it might well be extra time, guys. Oh, even better. We're going to have another half an hour of this great game. We still might end up with penalties, but it is going to be extra time. And Arsenal gave everything, didn't they, in that second half to try and win this game. But we've got to go out and try and win it again because we are going to be getting ready for extra time. I thought it was straight to penalties, actually. Obviously not. It is extra time. Yeah, it's been confirmed. It's definitely extra time. So, yeah, it is. So we're going to have another half an hour of this great game to enjoy. And let's hope that Arsenal can get the goal. We gave everything, didn't we, to try and win it in those last 10 minutes. Didn't quite happen. Lena Hurtig missed those 2 big chances. Come on, Lena, get the winning goal. Get the winning goal. You deserve it. Terry says, all those chances we keep missing could cost us a great season or a disappointing season. Yeah, I mean, it could. You're right. It could well do. Anyway, we're going to extra time. It's going to be Arsenal to kick off. We're attacking the goal to our right in this first period of extra time, which is going back towards the south stand as we were in the first half of the original game. But yeah, we are going to get another half an hour of this and maybe even penalties later on. Anyway, we are back off and underway in extra time here at Meadow Park. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0, Continental Cup semi-final the drama is going to go on a little bit longer for you tonight. I'm doing an extra shift to bring you this extra time and potentially penalties later on. We shall see. It's certainly been a really, really good game. I've really enjoyed it. Frustrating that we can't get a goal, can we? And it's been the story, unfortunately, too many times in recent games, hasn't it? We need to find a way to somehow get a goal. Let's hope we can in the second half of this game tonight. Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. We've played a minute of extra time. Terry said they said it straight to Penzance of the semi-final. I thought it was. I've got to be honest. I thought it was. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now on that far side. Are we going to get the goal with Stina Blackstenia? She does well. Plays the ball back to Kim Little. That wasn't a great ball, though, to Noel Moritz of Manchester City. Can pick up possession. Terry says there, we must be favourites if we play like we did in the last 10 minutes. Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. We played brilliant in that last 10 minutes. There's another yellow card there. This time it's for Noel Moritz. Loki says, Leeds are 2-0 up. Come on, Arsenal. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really care what anyone else does. It's down to what we do. We just need to win our games. Whoever wins and loses the other games is irrelevant, isn't it? We're top of the table. It's in our hands. Just keep winning. We win the league. Simple as that. Whatever anyone else does. But well done, Leeds, if they do win that game. Anyway, Alex Greenwood now in possession for Manchester City. Can Arsenal get to this final? Can we find a goal? Lauren Hemp now on this near side. Don't forget, Lauren Hemp's been booked, actually, hasn't she? So she's in danger of possibly getting a red card. Most of the other players that's been booked, I think, have gone off now. Apart from Rafaela Souza, of course, for Arsenal. Anyway, let's see what happens now. Man City back in possession. Stina almost won the ball back there off Alex Greenwood. Could have had an opportunity there to get the goal. You still do feel that one goal is going to win this game, even though there is half an hour to play. Now Arsenal won the ball back high up the pitch. Is this going to be the moment? Frida Marnham finds Lena Hurtig over on that far side. It's Stina who's there. Arsenal get the goal. 2.5 minutes into stoppage time, extra time, sorry. Stina Blackstenius has got it. Lena Hurtig with the assist. That makes up for those misses. And Stina has put it in from inside the 6-yard box. That's what she does. Stina has given us the lead. Arsenal going to the final. Surely now. It was Frida that won the ball back. She slipped in Lena over on that far side. She played it across. And Stina Blackstenius with the finish underneath the goalkeeper. And Arsenal have got the goal. Finally, we deserve it. If only we'd got it 2 minutes ago, we would be going home now happy that we've won. But we are in the lead, and it is. It's 1-0 to the Arsenal. Finally. 2.5 minutes into extra time. Bongo says, yes, told you Stina will get it. Yeah, well, you did say Stina would score. Loki says, get in indeed. And Terry says, Stina, yes, indeed. Stina, 10th goal of the season. But Man City looking to come straight back. Good defending from Steph Catley. And Arsenal are now closing in on a final. Wow. What drama here at Meadow Park. It's 1-0 now to the Arsenal. We have played 4 minutes of extra time, but Manchester City have a corner. They've barely threatened in the last 25 minutes of that second half, but they have got a corner now in extra time. Straight after we've scored, they say you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. A cross comes in towards the near post. Good defending by Rafaela Souza. Can Arsenal defend this lead and get through to the final? Stina Blackstenius, that's what you buy these players for, to get your big goals in big games, and that's what Stina's done. And it was Lena Hurtig with the assist as well, so well played to her. Great cross it was. Goalkeeper come and missed it, but Rafaela Souza got in her way, to be fair. But Arsenal do deal with that, and now we can come forward ourselves up this near side. Caitlin Ford's ball is deflected, and now Arsenal have dropped off. having got that goal. How often do you see that happen? The team dominates the last period of normal time, and then they score right at the start of extra time. And you think, why couldn't you have scored 2 minutes before? Anyway, Lauren Hemp now has done well for Manchester City. Pulls the ball back towards the edge of the penalty area. Man City with an opportunity to draw level straight away. But instead, the ball is back over on that far side. Arsenal defended that well. And now Lena can pick the ball up for Arsenal. She's done well there, Lena. But actually, Man City have won it back. This is good play over on that far side. Are Manchester City going to find an equaliser? They're keeping possession at the moment, and now they've got a little bit of space over on the far side. Try and get a ball into the box, maybe. Arsenal got everybody back defending well. Got a good defensive shape, Arsenal. It's only really Steiner, the furthest player forward. The cross comes in from that far post. Good header from Rafaela Souza. And then it's cleared away by Jem Beattie, but there's no Arsenal player anywhere near the halfway line. So Alex Greenwood's got loads and loads of time. Again, it says, oh my God, 2-0 to Leeds. It is, yeah, but we don't really care about that. We care about this game. A shot comes in. Good save from Sabrina D'Angelo at the near post. Shot from that far side. Arsenal still haven't cleared it now. Man City are suddenly looking dangerous. Bunny Shaw inside the area. Great defending from Rafaela Souza. And then Kim Little completes the job. That was a good save there from Sabrina D'Angelo in all of that. Terry says, let's not sit back. Let's get that second goal and third. Well, let's just get this done. Bongo Guna says, stay on it, girls. Indeed, stay on it. But we almost there conceded a goal. It was good play over on that far side. It was a substitute, Rasso. Good save there from Sabrina D'Angelo. She's had a great game, the Arsenal goalkeeper. Full stretch as well. That's even when you see the replay from behind the goal, that is a great save from D'Angelo there. Really, really great stuff from her. What a signing she's proved to be. Really, really good stuff. Anyway, we've got an injury inside Arsenal's penalty. I think it's Katie McCabe. She's gone down a few times, actually, in this second half. We're halfway through this first period of extra time. We've allowed Man City to come back into the game a little bit, actually. Katie McCabe just getting some treatment now. Looks like possibly a cramp inside the Arsenal penalty. I don't know if we've got... I think we've got one more substitution left, haven't we? Because you go into extra time, you get one more sub, don't you? Because I think we've made... Have we made 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've made our 5. But I do think you get one more, don't you, in extra time. So we will have one more. Loki says we have one sub left. Yeah, we do now. Yeah, obviously we've used our 5, but you get one more in extra time, don't you? And Loki says a good save. Yeah, it was a very good save indeed. I say it looks even better when you see it from behind the goal. A really, really good save. Anyway, Man City now back in possession. Kate McCabe still off the pitch. Man City are looking to make another substitution. I think that'll be their lot as well then, won't it? Anyway, they're coming forward on this near side with Lauren Hemp. Steps inside. Noel Moritz. Lauren Hemp plays the ball square to Hasegawa. Man City now looking to try and get themselves back in this game. The holders of this competition, of course, they're certainly not going to go out without a fight, are they? There's no doubt about that. But it is Arsenal currently heading to the final. Lauren Hemp on this near side. Great defending from Noel Moritz. Cuts that cross out. But Arsenal don't really get it away. Man City still in possession. Alex Greenwood. Stina Blackstenius. It was closed her down. But now Lauren Hemp can get a cross in. It's a low cross. Bunny Shaw lays it off. The shot comes in. It's deflected. And it's going to go straight into the arms of MacGyver. The shot there from Castellanos. Straight into the arms there of Sabrina D'Angelo. And we have played nearly 9 minutes of extra time, this first period of extra time. Arsenal heading to the final at Selhurst Park on March the 5th. What a big day that's going to be. It's going to be a London derby if we get there as well. 2 London teams in the other semi-final tomorrow. Chelsea away at West Ham. The 2 teams are our latest 2 games that we've played in the WSL. In fact, against the Man City tonight, the next team we play in the WSL. So, anyway, let's see this game through first. There's still time left. Kim Little though now for Arsenal. Stina Blackstenius, a goal scorer. Tried to thread the ball through to Lena Hurtig. The 2 Swedes already combined for that first goal. Loki says the crowd is 1,795. Good. Yeah, that is a good crowd for a Wednesday night game. And I'm sure the crowd have enjoyed the game tonight. It's been a great game. It really has. It's full of drama, full of incident, full of chances, and it's been two good teams trying to win the game, and it's Arsenal coming out on top. Anyway, Man City are making a substitution, which should be their final substitution. It's Laura Coombs, also called up to the England squad. Kasparij has gone off, the Dutch defender. Man City may be throwing caution to the wind a little bit now, as they need to do, because they're behind. And Arsenal are getting ever closer to that final. We've got 5 minutes left of this first period of extra time. Man City now in possession now in midfield. See if they can fathom out one more opportunity to get themselves back in this game before half-time in extra time. But again, Arsenal defending well. And that has been a feature of this game. When we've had to, we have defended really well, actually. We're not conceding too many goals. We've only conceded 6 in the WSL, and 3 of them were in one game against Manchester United. So it just goes to show, doesn't it? In fact, we've only conceded 1 goal in the league at Meadow Park all season. Bongo Guna says these games should be played at the Emirates. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, the crowd's less than 2,000. If it was at the Emirates, we may have got 5,000, but it's not. The Emirates is too big for games like this. You know, that's the problem. At this moment in time, women's game can't quite attract the crowds on a regular enough basis to justify playing at the Emirates. We've had a lot of home games at the Emirates this season already, and some of the crowds wasn't great, were they? So, you know, you've got to look at it that way. Yes, we've had some big crowds in the WSL. Anyway, Man City are now coming forward, the ball into the box. It's offside, though. Over on that far side, it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal as we move towards half-time in extra time. I don't think either side really wanted extra time when we're playing again each other in the league on Saturday lunchtime. But anyway, extra time it's been and extra time it is. But Arsenal are now in front, finally. Herman says there, do the girls have the legs for the win? Well, I don't know. We'll soon find out. We've given everything to try and win this game. You have to say the commitment of the players has been fantastic. And the quality of some of the football we've played as well. Anyway, Kathleen Ford just conceded a foul there on Hasegawa. Manchester City have taken a free kick quickly. Time is obviously against them now. The holders, are they going to be on their way out of the competition that they won in such great style last season? But they're coming forward again now. Over on that far side, the cross comes in. Bunny Shaw's in there. No, it wasn't Bunny Shaw, sorry. It was Castellanos. Couldn't quite get on the end of that cross. Terry says there, don't like us sitting back like this. Far too long to go yet. No, I agree. I don't like us sitting back either, but sometimes needs must. And to be fair, Man City are coming at us with all guns blazing. It was good defending, actually, from Noel Moritz. It is a goal kick, though, to Arsenal, which Sabrina D'Angelo is going to take. No, she's not. Or is she going to leave it to Jen Beattie to take? We're about to find out. We've got a minute and a half left of this first half of extra time. It's gone pretty quick, but we've got the goal, and that's the most important thing. Herman says, I missed the goal as I was in the kitchen. Bravo, Stina. Odin is proud of you. Yeah, well done, Stina, indeed. Terry says, who do we have on the bench? Fordy looks cream crackered. We've got Michelle Agamang. We've got Leah Volti. And that's it. And 2 goalkeepers. Oh, another good save there, actually, from Sabrina D'Angelo. At full stretch down to her right-hand side. Got a hand to that. What a great performance, man. What a great goalkeeper she looks, actually. Brilliant, brilliant. Again from her. Arsenal are looking tired now. We did give it. It was D'Angelo. It was Angel Dar with the shot and D'Angelo with the save. Too many Angelos there. But it's a corner to Manchester City in the last minute of the first period of extra time. It's going to be Alex Greenwood, it is, to take this corner over on the far side. Cross comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Good header again from Rafaela Souza. Comes to the edge of the box. A shot comes in from Alex Greenwood. No, from, that's all that was anyway. It's Lauren Hemp now in possession for Manchester City. But Arsenal again have done well. Cleared it away. But we've got nobody anyway near halfway up the pitch. So the ball's coming back constantly. And it's coming back again. Now it's out over on that far side, Manchester City. But Arsenal have got a good shape now. Maybe relying on a mistake from Manchester City, we could get a second goal here. Oh, there was a mistake there, but there's no Arsenal player to take advantage of it. And Manchester City now coming forward again. It's going to be a minute of stoppage time at the end of this first period of extra time. Cross comes into the penalty area, towards the Arsenal penalty area. It's held up well. But Man City now are going to have an opportunity to get the equaliser. Ball now played to Lauren Hemp on this near side. Lines up across. But Sabrina D'Angelo's there again. Great hands from her. Dives on the ball. And we are going to go in at half-time and extra time with a lead by the look of it. We are 15 minutes away from reaching the Continental Cup final. Brilliant, brilliant performance from Arsenal tonight. You have to say we fully deserved this. Lauki says pace subbed on is what we need. I don't think there's too much pace left on the bench. All the pace is on the pitch. Really, maybe Leah Walty could come on and do a job for 10 minutes just to shore it up in midfield. We're getting overrun a little bit since the goal. Anyway, Man City have got to try and find a way through, haven't they? Which they haven't managed to do. We have now played a minute of stoppage time, and there goes the half-time whistle in extra time. It is still Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. Stina Blackstenius with the goal, the all-important goal that may well be taking Arsenal through to the final next month. We shall see. Obviously, there's not much of a half-time and extra time. It's just a quick turnaround. Arsenal have been sitting deeper, and maybe we do need to keep the ball a little bit better in this second period of extra time. Try and look and see if we can get a second goal if we can on the counter-attack or something. But anyway, let's see what happens. It is going to be a big 15 minutes coming up for Arsenal if we are going to make it through to the final. The final is at Selhurst Park on the, what did we say, was it the 5th of March? On the Sunday anyway. Yeah, I think it is the 5th, isn't it? So, yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, Sunday the 5th of March, the final. So, that is going to be exciting, isn't it? We are 15 minutes away, but there is still quite a long way to go in this game. So, we're going to have to see. But it is Stina Blackstenius' goal at this moment in time that has given us the lead, and we are very, very close to another final. We had a second final that Jonas has took charge of course, the FA Cup final, which, although it was played last season, it was the season before as competition rolled over because of the lockdown and all that kind of stuff. We did, of course, lose that final to Chelsea, so it'd be nice to get revenge, wouldn't it? But anyway, we'll see what happens. We are now ready for this second period of extra time. Have Arsenal got the legs to hold on to this very, very narrow lead that we had to work extremely hard to get? Man City, don't forget, came into this game unbeaten in 16 matches since they lost to Chelsea back in September. So, or was it October? Anyway, it was a long time ago, their last defeat. In all competitions, 16 games they've been unbeaten. It just shows what a big performance this has been from Arsenal. And it may well prove to be mentally strong enough for the big league game, of course, when the two teams meet again on Saturday. Anyway, Manchester City we are back up and under running in this second period of extra time. Steph Houghton with the ball, plays it back to the goalkeeper, Sandy MacGyver. And Arsenal are 15 minutes away from the final. Can we hold on? Man City coming forward though. Bunny Shaw lays the ball off. She's got 17 goals this season, a Jamaican, but she hasn't managed to find a goal tonight. And time is very much against Man City now. But again, Arsenal are sitting quite deep at the start of this second period of extra time. Bunny Shaw with the layoff there. Shot comes in, it's deflected. Arsenal panicking a little bit, you have to say, at the back. Lauren Hemp now over on that far side. A decent cross. Bunny Shaw's now again. Good header there from Jem Beattie that time. Arsenal haven't really cleared it away. Beattie does this time. It's going to be a throw to Manchester City. They've really stepped up the pace now. And Arsenal are hanging on, you have to say. Hanging on by a thread. Steph Houghton with this throw on this near side for Manchester City. Knows this ground very well, of course, from her time at Arsenal. Alex Greenwood. Bongo Guna says, do you cover all the games or only the women? No, the men and the women. Yep, all the games, men and women. We cover both teams on this channel. We'll be doing both games on Saturday if you're around. And we've got a show on Friday, the women's show, looking back on this game, looking back on the West Ham game, looking ahead to the league game on Saturday. On a Monday, we have the Arsenal review show where we look back at the men's game from the weekend, look ahead to the next games coming up, all that sort of stuff, the latest news, all going on. Lots of shows on the channel. There's some history stuff, lots of great stuff. So, yeah, have a look on some of the previous shows, and I'm sure you'll find some great stuff that you'll enjoy. Anyway, Man City coming forward now on the edge of the box. That was a good tackle there. And Frida Marnham can now bring the ball forward for Arsenal. Can we get the second goal? It's with Lena Hurtig now on his near side. Stina Blackstenius is in. She's played the ball through. It wasn't a great ball, but Stina's going to get there. And now it's back with Lena Hurtig again. Arsenal just need to keep the ball in the Manchester City half. We've played, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes of the second period of extra time. Time seems to be going very slowly at the moment, doesn't it? But we've got to try and hang on to this lead. The ball's now back with Sabrina D'Angelo, who's had a very, very decent game at the back for Arsenal. Or a loose touch there from Rafaela Souza, but she gets away with it. And now actually Arsenal can launch an attack. The ball's played in behind, looking for the run of Stina Blackstenius, the goal scorer. She's going to get there ahead of Alex Greenwood. She's done well, Stina Blackstenius. She's going to go for the corner flag, is she? No, she plays the ball forward up the line to Caitlin Ford. This is good play from Arsenal, keeping possession now. Now it's back in with Frida Marnham, tries a shot, but it lacks the power. Lena Hurtig there wanted the ball, but the ball's gone through to goalkeeper Sandy MacGyver. We are 12 minutes away from the final. Terry says, terrible pass from IH. Indeed, it was a terrible pass. You're absolutely right. LH, sorry. Anyway, Arsenal now on the back foot again. It's going to be a throw over on that far side. Rafaela Souza does really well again defensively. And Arsenal got a throw over on that far side in front of the Manchester City dugout. It's going to be Rafaela Souza with the throw up the line. Manchester City win the ball there. That wasn't great play, actually. Lauren Hemp now plays the ball up this near side. Great play, though, from Katie McCabe, who was, of course, injured a bit earlier on. Lena Hurtig now plays the ball back to Jem Beattie. And then she scoops the ball up the line looking for Katie McCabe, but it's gone out. It's going to be a throw from Man City. They take it quickly. Steph Houghton now plays it square to Alex Greenwood. Time is ticking, though, for Manchester City. Can Arsenal hold on? It's getting very, very nervy. But we still carry on. Man City in possession over on that far side. We are 10.5 minutes away from getting to the final. Very, very tense. Anyway, Kim Little there batting away for the ball in midfield. She's won it well. And she's managed to get the ball up that line as well too. Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Bongo Guna says Man U 2 Leeds 2. Why did that not surprise me? I knew they'd get a goal eventually. Anyway, it's a free kick. Is it to Arsenal over on that far side or is it to Man City? Caitlin Ford was battling away for that ball there. She wasn't quite able to get past Castellanos. It is a free kick to Manchester City. We are 10 minutes away from the final. But there is still a lot of football to be played. It is indeed Man United 2 Leeds 2. You do imagine that Man United are going to go and win that game. But we'll worry about that later. For now, we want to make sure Arsenal can win this game and get through to the final. Lauren Hemp's done well over on that far side. She's done really well, actually. Keeps possession for Manchester City, but Arsenal do force them back towards halfway. Lauren Hemp again in possession, plays the ball out to that far side. Arsenal defending well, but defending quite deep. We found, since the goal, we found it hard to get out of our own half, actually, but I think partly that's Man City have forced us back, but we don't need to get a goal, do we? We need to get them to come on to us, and we have got pace on the counter-attack, so there's always that danger for Man City that we'll get a second goal on the break. But the clock is ticking on Manchester City. We are getting closer and closer to this final, but it is very, very nervy. Can Arsenal hold on? Man City, though, still in possession. That's a poor ball, though. Kim Little picks it up in midfield. Still going strong at Kim Little. She runs on Duracells, doesn't she? Jen Beattie there put under a bit of pressure. And she's given away a corner. Jen Beattie, actually. Is it a corner? She was put under a bit too much pressure there. Maybe she should have got rid of the ball a bit earlier. Instead, she left it and waited and wanted it to run out. And it wasn't going to run out. And she was put under pressure there from Hayley Russo. But it is a corner to Manchester City. We are 8 minutes away. Man City have made their final extra time substitution. And it's Mary Fowler who's come on. Another Australian. Mary Fowler it is. Come on. And it's Angel Dahl that's gone off for Manchester City with 7.5 minutes to play at Meadow Park. Are Arsenal going to be going into the final? Or will Manchester City find an equaliser? Cross comes in looking for Bunny Shaw. Good defending from Jen Beattie. Finds Stina as well. Plays the ball up that far side to Caitlin Ford. Arsenal now with an opportunity on the counter-attack. Caitlin Ford. Good defending that was, though, from Alex Greenwood. She did a decent game at the back, you have to say, as well, for Manchester City. But Arsenal getting closer and closer and closer to the final. How exciting is this? Noel Moritz is going to take this throw over on that far side. Arsenal's right. 7 minutes to play at Meadow Park. Noel Moritz with that throw up the line. It's headed away, though, by Manchester City, who are now in possession again. Arsenal don't need to take too many risks, do we? Man City need to force it. They need to get a goal. We can just sit back and hopefully get the goal. Anyway, it's Man City now coming forward themselves, trying to find that breakthrough. Laura Coombs it was there. 4 goals this season for Manchester City. She'll be desperate for another one, but Arsenal won the ball back well. Now we can maybe try it and come forward ourselves over on that far side. In fact, the referee's given a free kick to Arsenal. And Caitlin Ford's gone down this time with a little bit of an injury. Waste a little bit more time. Caitlin Ford's back on her feet again. Another Australian on the pitch with Mary Fowler. So that's 4 now. 4 Australians on, 2 on each side. That's a long ball played forward. Can Stina get in? No, it's just going to run away from her. Runs into the arms of Sandy MacGyver, who actually looks like she ran out of her box then. But anyway, the referee allows the play to go on. And Manchester City are coming forward with Steph Houghton plays the ball across the pitch, but it's going to be cut out by Noel Moritz, who's coming forward over on that far side for Arsenal. Get the second goal now. That would definitely seal it, wouldn't it? Noel Moritz, it is. She's done really well. Couldn't quite force the corner, which is what she was trying to do. And Manchester City will now get the ball away. Kim Little now in possession for Arsenal. Plays it back to Jen Beattie. Dinks the ball forward up that far side. Arsenal now growing more into the game in an attacking sense, but we've just given that one away a little bit softly there. But again, Arsenal working so hard to get our shape back, and that is a free kick over on that far side. Lauren Hemp's been fouled again, this time by Frida Marnham, I think it was. Terry said handball, surely the keeper was out of the area. It did look like she was, I agree. It looked like she was. But anyway, Frida Marnham just fouled Lauren Hemp. That should be a yellow card, actually, if we're totally honest. I'm not sure if it's going to be a yellow card. 4.5 minutes of extra time remain. Arsenal are closing in on another Continental Cup final. But there is still time for Manchester City to find an equaliser, which would mean that penalty shootout we thought was happening a little while ago, which it didn't so far. But anyway, luckily Arsenal did manage to find a goal. Oh, there's a missed kick there from Lauren Hemp. Almost gave the ball away to Manchester City. Hemp is now injured, but Man City coming forward, looking for this equaliser. Ball played into Bunny Shaw on the edge of the penalty, lays it off. Shot comes in from Mary Fowler. It's deflected. Arsenal can't quite manage to get it away completely yet, convincingly. It's with Fowler again over on that far side. The name Fowler and Arsenal always brings up bad memories, doesn't it? Robbie Fowler, of course, used to always score against us, but that ball's run through to Sabrina D'Angelo, who falls on the ball, waste a bit more time, and that clock is now running down. Lauren Hemp is now able to get some treatment She kicked the ground actually there where she tried to play that ball. I think they've used up all their subs actually, Man City, including their extra time sub, haven't they? How many have they brought on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know they've only brought on 5. I think they might have one more left. Actually, yeah, Lauren Hemp actually pulled up just before she kicked that ball. Looked as though it was is it a hamstring or a calf? Anyway, she's gone down injured, Lauren Hemp. That doesn't look too good for her. It might just be a cramp. I think it's a calf. I think she's got cramp on her calf. And that may well make her a doubt for Saturday's game, because when these two teams meet again in the WSL, 12:30 kickoff at the Academy Stadium, that game will be. Anyway, it's going to be a drop ball, and we are 3 minutes away from the end of extra time. There'll be a little bit of stoppage time now due to these injuries, probably 2 minutes. So you'd imagine there's going to be a little bit more time to be added on. But Arsenal are very close, very, very close now to getting through to the final. Terry says Rafa's been immense tonight. She has. I totally agree. I think she's been brilliant. Everyone's played well tonight, you have to say. Everyone's given it everything. They've been strong. They've battled for every ball. We've created some great chances, played some good football, defended well when we've had to. The goalkeeper's had a great game. And we are very, very close to reaching another final, which would be something quite remarkable. But there is still time for Manchester City. Arsenal again battling away for the ball there. Frida Maanum in midfield. She's been brilliant again. Battling away again for the ball. But Man City do emerge with it over on that far side. Lauren Hemp, has she got anything left? Can she get a cross in? She can't. She plays it square instead. Arsenal with everyone behind the ball. And now we've got a chance for a counter-attack. Lena Hurtig breaks that ball up. Oh, she couldn't quite get away there from Alex Greenwood, who's also been played very well. The ball cross comes in at the far post. Oh, an easy header at the far post it was then. But D'Angelo is there. Another save from the Arsenal goalkeeper. Close range header that was there from Castellanos. That cross there from the far side didn't look like it was going to pose too much danger at first. It came all the way across. That header was on target. Katie McCabe was beaten by Castellanos at the far post. Loki says Little could play straight after. Yeah, she probably could. She probably will. Herman says, I'm trying to control my nerves. You're not the only one, my friend. We're all trying to control our nerves. Bongo Guna said, woman of the match is difficult, actually. It is a difficult one. If I was going to pick one, I would probably say... that's tricky. Yeah, maybe Rafaela Souza. I think Terry's right. She has been brilliant at the back. She's kept Bunny Shaw pretty quiet. So, yeah, I think I would maybe give it to her. But there's been several good performances from Arsenal. The goalie's played well, actually. Sabrina D'Angelo has been brilliant. But, yeah, possibly Rafaela Souza tonight is probably going to get player of the match for a very good performance from her. Anyway, we're into the last minute of extra time. There's going to be a little chunk of stoppage time, you would imagine, but Arsenal now are very, very close to getting through to the final. Very, very close indeed, but Man City in possession now. Are they going to launch one last ball into the box towards Bunny Shaw? We have now played 120 minutes. There's going to be 2 more minutes of stoppage time to play. We are 2 minutes away from the final. Man City coming forward. Will this be their last chance to try and get this equaliser to deny us a place? The cross comes in, looking for Bunny Shaw. It's not going to reach her. Jem Beattie with a headed clearance. Oh, that wasn't a good clearance from Caitlin Ford, actually. Only to Lauren Hemp over on that far side. Lauren Hemp plays the ball across the goal. It's going to go wide. It's gone behind. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. More seconds are going to tick away for Manchester City. We have got a minute and a half to play here at Meadow Park. And Arsenal are 1-0 up and closing in on a place in the Continental Cup final, knocking out the holders. What a dramatic, exciting game this has been. Stina then flicked that on, looking for Caitlin Ford, but the ball's going to go all the way back to goalkeeper Sandy MacGyver. Manchester City are now desperate times for them. Terry says 2 minutes. We've played a minute of that 2 minutes already. We've got a minute to go. Are Arsenal going to be able to hold on, or can Man City carve one more big chance to take this to penalties? Arsenal on the brink of reaching the final. Lauren Hemp again over on that far side. Somehow she's found the energy again, but Arsenal stopped that attack well. Noel Moritz now with the ball. Kim Little, plays it up the line. Looking for Stina Blackstone. Just needs to hold on to it. She has held on to it. Maybe she could do a bit of support now. She's found some support well from Caitlin Ford. We're on her 30 seconds away from the end of extra time. Kim Little plays the ball back to Rafaela Souza. And she does a sensible thing, plays it forward. Lena Hurtig flicks it on. It's in the centre circle. Man City are going to pick it up. We're into the last 15 seconds. Loki says, thumbs up, peeps, indeed. Give us a thumbs up. We are very, very close now. It's a throw to Arsenal. 10 seconds of the extra time remains. And Arsenal will be in the final. We are very, very close. It is a throw to Arsenal. Jonas looking at his watch. He knows time's up. Arsenal just have to keep the ball. We've got a thrower on that far side. Noel Moritz is going to take it. We are nearly there. It's a long throw. And the whistle goes. It's gone. The full-time whistle. Arsenal have done it. We are in the final of the Continental Cup. Stina Blackstenius' goal in the first half of extra time sends Arsenal through against the holders, Manchester City. Jonas doesn't seem very happy with the fourth official, but it doesn't matter. We have done the job. We fully deserve to win as well. We had much more of the better chances in the game. And Nick says there, full time. Go, ladies, good job indeed. Bongo Guna says yes. Terry says, blow that whistle. It is blown now. Herman says, bravo, bellissimo. Jonas isn't very happy with the refereeing, actually, in this game. But Arsenal played really, really well. We have managed to get through. We've knocked out the holders. We are in the final. A note for a date for your diary, Sunday the 5th of March, Selhurst Park. Arsenal women are in the final of the Continental Cup. We will be playing the winners of tomorrow's semi-final between West Ham and Chelsea. That is going to be a great game. And we can watch it now and be relaxed knowing that we are in the final and they have to worry about us. Terry says, yes, well done, girls. Indeed, well done, girls. Very, very tight game. Not much to choose between the teams at all. But Arsenal have just done enough to go through. It's finished after extra time at Meadow Park. Arsenal women 1, Manchester City women 0. Stina Blackstenius it was with the winner in extra time. And, wow, what a game it was. It may only have had one goal. And for some people, that may not be enough. But for me, it was still a great game of football. It was exciting. It was end-to-end. There were chances at both ends. There were misses. There was drama. There was some good football from both teams, and it was a very good advert for women's football, for the WSL, and for this competition. And yeah, some good football all round, some good goalkeeping from both goalkeepers. And you know, in the end, it was that one goal in extra time proved to be enough. But great stuff it was indeed. Bongo Gary says, good night. Thank you, Richard. No, thank you as well, mate. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to join us for the rest of the shows that we're doing as well. Herman says, I have to uncork a bottle of red wine. Indeed, you do. Yeah, get your red wine out, Herman. I think we deserve that. Terry says, well, didn't we make hard work of that? Yeah, we did. Loki says, never in doubt. Well, it was slightly in doubt, wasn't it? But I understand your point. But Arsenal have gone through a succession of misses in the second half in particular, by Lena Hurtig in particular as well, made it really difficult for us. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because we got the job done. And it was that goal at the very, very start of extra time, the 92nd minute it was. Stina Blackstenius also missed a big chance at the end of 90 minutes to have won it. But she took her chance when it came in extra time. And it was Lena Hurtig with the assist. And Arsenal have gone through to the final. What a night it's been here at Meadow Park tonight. Arsenal women have gone through to the final of the Continental Cup. It's been a long night. It's been a really long night. I've just shown a goal again. Stina swept it home from inside the 6-yard box. That is what she's there for. That is what we need. Herman says this should give the girls some confidence. You have to wonder how much they've all got left for Saturday's game. These two teams meet again, of course, at Manchester City Academy Stadium on Saturday lunchtime for what is going to be a really big game in the WSL game. Arsenal really do have to win, and let's hope we can win it. And if we do, that'll put us right back in at the title race. And we need to show the same heart and desire that we showed tonight. And if we do, we'll have a great chance to win that game as well. And what a week that will prove to be. So it has finished here at Meadow Park, thanks to the combined efforts of Sabrina D'Angelo in goal and also Stina Blackstenius' goal at the other end. And Arsenal have gone through to the final. The holders are out, and we are a step closer to winning our first trophy under Jonas Eisveld. And wouldn't that be fantastic. So I say the final, the 5th of March at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace's ground. That is going to be some occasion, isn't it? A London derby guaranteed, because it's West Ham against Chelsea tomorrow in the other semi-final. We will wait to see the outcome of that game, but it doesn't matter. We are there. We are in the final, and we are very, very close now to winning our first trophy for Jonas. Our first trophy since 2019. We need to start winning some trophies, don't we? And we've got a great chance in this now. So anyway, it's been a great night for Arsenal, a tough night. There'll be some tired limbs, some tired legs out there. But when you've won a cup semi-final, you don't feel quite so tired there. Some big celebrations on the pitch, and fully deserved as well. Lots of smiles from the Arsenal girls there. Can look forward to a final in a few weeks' time, and we all look forward to that as well. So it's been a long shift for me. I've been, nearly 3 hours due to extra time. Really enjoyed the game, though. Really enjoyable stuff it was. Real excitement, drama, missed chances. It seemed to be a tale of missed chances until finally we put one in extra time, and we've won the game. We're in the final. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. And it was my favourite, Stina with the goal as well, which makes it even better. So I really enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Please give it a like before you go. That really would be much appreciated. And we will see you very soon. Terry says, let's hope the girls have shown the men how to beat City. Well, yeah, exactly. First time we've played Man City, the women this season. We play them again on Saturday. Maybe we can beat them twice in the same week. That's what the men need to do. And Herman says there, also, Man City's unbroken games come to an end. It does, yeah. 16 they were unbeaten, but not anymore. They've lost tonight, and we've beaten them. And it was a very, very good game and a good performance from Arsenal. Very nervy, but we got the job done. So that's that then. Don't forget to join Adam and Steve tomorrow for the Arsenal Social, 8 o'clock. That's a great show. So please join the guys for that. We're back Friday with the Arsenal Women's Weekly, looking back on this game, looking back on the West Ham game, and looking ahead to the Man City WSL game on Saturday as well. That's going to be a good show. Join us for that on Friday at 7:30. And then Saturday, 2 watch-alongs. The women at 12:30 against Manchester City. Join us for that. And then, of course, at 3 o'clock, straight after, the Arsenal men at home to Brentford, sorry. 2 really big games there. Arsenal have to win both of them to keep in the 2 title races that we're in this season. So it's going to be good. Please give us a like. Don't forget to share and subscribe. It did Indeed, 1-0 to the Arsenal. As we like it, 1-0 to the Arsenal. We are in the final. We will see you very, very soon. Don't forget, watch the guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock for that show. I'll be back on Friday with the other show. Herman says, thank you, Richard, and all the followers of Arsenal. And thank you as well, mate, Herman, all the way from Toronto in Canada. Probably our oldest viewer he is, I think we've decided. So that's good for him as well. So thank you very much for all your support. Please give us a like. Please subscribe as well before you go if you are new. We will see you tomorrow. Well, Adam and Steve will see you tomorrow. I will see you on Friday. Another big weekend coming up. Terry says, well done again, Richard. So proud of the girls tonight, and see you all very soon. Yeah, very, very proud of them. They were brilliant and fully deserved to win. I've lost my voice. We are in the final. It's all good. I'll see you very soon, guys. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. And, of course, as always, come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. 1-0 in the final. Come on. So Arsenal now free to Marnham again. Inside there looking for a second goal. Oh, she's got a second goal. That seals it. Free to Marnham again.